Now play the VOD without the music. It's gonna be muted in the VOD. So you're just watching me just dance to absolutely nothing. Rookie mistake. Hold on. Rookie mistake. I forgot to change the title and everything. I'm back to streaming after like a long time. I'm just because of. Sorry about that. I was playing Yeet and dancing. Give me a second. Dude. Yeah, that's her actually cooking me, son. I'm sorry. I gotta get my streamer money though. My streamer cent. If you have noticed, I no longer wear the gray hat. I have a black hat. That's because I used to be a nice man. Now I'm hot and cold. Give me 1 second, because I need to change the category. I was gonna play games, but I just cannot be asked today, so I'm just gonna start my return tour to just simply react Andying, doing absolutely nothing and be a bum, but I get to do it on camera. Alright. Yeah, sorry for not streaming for a good while, bro. I literally have just been doing nothing. Well, I've been pretty busy. I finally got my car. I've been fixing up my car. I've done a lot to this car. Thought I was gonna see you get the mileage on what? JJS? What's that? Okay, hold on. JJS. Oh, watch The Backrooms. It's actually a really good movie. I liked it. Jujitsu shenanigans. What? What? Alright. We'll just do. What would be like a fire title? Alright. Ripping off my scalp at 100 followers. Oh, no, I already have. Do I already? No, I don't have 100. There we go. Yeah. Dude, it's been so long that I genuinely don't even know. Like, dude, I don't even know how to stream anymore. What do I do? How do I clip farm? What you been up to, Scorn? I did see that you went to Hawaii. I'm jealous. Bro literally arrived and the first thing he heard was aloha. Hawaii was awesome. I'd bet. Dude, I would love to travel somewhere, but I'm broke. I've been putting all my money into my car. That's really what I've been doing. Just like the reason why I haven't been streaming is, first of all, life got pretty tough. Second of all, life got busy, and then I got lazy. But dude, a week without streaming threw me at a wet completely. I can't imagine 2 months. Dude, I don't even know, bro. Like I'm literally like nervous streaming right now. I'm like, what? I'm putting my chopped self on camera again. So yeah, I do want to get to doing better. DJ Happens is awesome. You're back though. Yeah. Hopefully I get to do this daily again. I'd like to. You and your chopped self got it exactly, bro. You know what? No. I'm handsome. Like, you see, we handsome dudes, we suffer. I'm suffering right now. You know, we handsome men are always gonna suffer. It's okay. It's just part of being handsome. Right, Scorn? Some men are born ugly, but we suffer, man. I finally got the notification. Wear chat lights and handsome and have aura. Exactly. Daily affirmations type shit. Every day I wake up, I say I'm a Chad, I'm 6'4". If I believe it, is he still in Roblox? Oh no. If I believe it, then it's true. Dude, no, I'm actually so hyped, dude. Like, I have a Chrysler 300 Touring 2005. It's a V6, not a V8, unfortunately. I don't have the Hemi. Let's change the song. I don't want to hear it yet right now. But I've been doing a lot to it. I put a whole new exhaust and everything. Not exhaust, a new muffler. Can I show the video without like accidentally doxing myself? I have a video of me speeding, but I don't think I could put that up there. No Hemi. That's not how you spell it. Alright. I don't know if I can show it without doxing myself. I might dead ass just dox myself. Do you see the plates on the video? Yeah, LARP that one tonight. It's alright. I'm LARPing too, bro. Like all my car knowledge, like I probably know more about cars. Like everything that I've learned was from the last 2 months as I got the car. Before that, I couldn't tell you the difference between a V engine. Yeah, no, it's just my license plate. Like this is what it sounds like though. You probably can't hear it properly. Yeah. Yeah, no, unfortunately I can't show me driving. But yeah. No, but I've just been taking care of that. Dude, it has a lot of work because, like, my dad, he had it before me. He just didn't take care of that car at all. It was really dirty. It had a lot of stuff in it. Oh, also, I can't show you this. He had never changed the cabin air filter. I could definitely show you this. Where's it at? He had never changed the cabin air filter. Is it Google? I already forgot my scenes, bruh. Look at this. This is, bro, like my car smelled like moist and I didn't know what it was. Like I took off the seats. I removed the seats. I got a carpet cleaner. I was cleaning it and everything. Why am I down there? What the heck? What the heck? Um I cleaned it and it smells moist. And that's because he never changed the cabin air filter. Keep in mind, so this car used to be my sister's car in 2016. Then my sister got a new car. Um, so he kept the Chrysler. They never changed it. So I was like, hold on, let me check the cabin air filter. First of all, it's in a weird location. It's not even it's not even in the cabin. It's like near like you had to pop the hood and like take it out from there. I don't know why Chryslers do that, or really just like Mopars do that. So I replaced it, and now my car actually smells good. So yeah, no, I've just been putting everything into my car. I put a cold air intake for those that don't know what that is. Um, give me 1 second, bruh. This one right here, I put this in my car, which doesn't really do anything unless you dyno tune your vehicle, but it sounds nice. It has this like respiration sound to it, which I really like. And now obviously now that I have the new muffler, like I had to do 2 muffler deletes because like I don't know why they make Chryslers like factory, they make them really quiet. So I had to delete 2 mufflers and replace the one in the back. So now it actually sounds really good, and now I can disturb my neighbors at 3 in the morning, which is great. I always wanted to do that. So basically, I'm like the worst person of all time, but it's me, so it's fine. I love water. But no, in general, I've been okay. You know, life has been kind of tough here and there, and that's kind of why I stepped back. Really haven't been uploading videos like that. Um, Also been getting back into writing music. Yeah, it's cool when XCOMI does it. Yep, exactly. Nah, but I don't actually like do that anyways. Like I don't like turn on my car like at 3 in the morning. I don't do that. Actually, like I do respect the road if there's cars around or if it's like really busy. I don't drive crazy. If it's a bit like empty, you know what I mean? If there's no cars and there's no cops, you know, like I might want to push that V6 as much as I possibly can. Um, but yeah, in general, I do like if I'm gonna accidentally crash and kill myself, at least I won't take someone else with me. And if I have a passenger, I drive the speed limit. So I'm mindful. I'm evil mindful. Glad to hear, man. Hope life gets better from here. Aga. Aga. Yeah, I mean, it's unpredictable. Like, for all I know, like, it's generally just been unpredictable. That's why I haven't been streaming. Like, I wanted to stream last week. Then shit happens. And then today some shit happened. But, like, I just said, you know, fuck it. At this point, I'm gonna just be, like, never streaming. So, unless I get shot, I think I'll keep streaming. Doesn't matter what happens in my life. I have to lock in, do content. I've been getting back to making music. Just kind of writing things down. trying to improve. So I'm just gonna try to improve. I gotta improve my health. Now that I can actually drive my car, I might start going to the gym again. So yeah, hopefully I can move from here. Anyways, time to react Andy with something. I don't know. Speak of streaming, back to adding 7TV stuff. You or me? Because actually, I don't even know if I have it. Do I have it? Oh, that's great. Hold on. Let me screenshot that. New game for you, brother. Brother. There we go. Waking up in a dream. Oh yeah. Does it not work? It does work. It's a new game for me. Just give me the name of it if you can. Here we go. Oh yeah. Also, I do want to say this. Because I do make music. I do want to say I did hear about the news yesterday about Oliver Tree. Now I'm not gonna pretend to act like I listened to him. I knew about him. I've seen some interviews about him. The things that he said, and you could tell that he definitely cared about music and art, and that's something that I highly respect. Because there's a lot of people nowadays that make underground music that just make it just to blow up and do the most shittiest rage shit ever. And I'm for it sometimes. Sometimes it's good. Like Cardi does some good rage shit, but in general, a lot of like artists, like new artists or just artists that have been coming up recently, don't care about music. And you can clearly tell that Oliver Tree genuinely cared about his art. Again, not for me. I'm not gonna LARP as a fan. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, it's just a really terrible way to go. Um, yeah, I just can't imagine what his family's going through. Also, rest in peace to Godspeed, if I'm saying that properly. And I forgot the DJ's name and everybody else that passed in that accident. It's just such a terrible way to go. Um, genuinely tragic. Like, I was checking that out yesterday. I listened to some of his music. Like I listened to part of his project today, just to kind of like see. I might check out his music in full whenever I have time. I'd like to. Just to kind of see what he was making, you know. Again, just out of interest. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I was a fan. Um, I did see his interviews from like back then. I think I watched one with what's his name again? H3. I watched that one. He just seemed like a really cool guy, a really chill guy that cared about his music, and I respect that. So yeah, rest in peace to Oliver Tree and everybody else that died in that accident. All right, back to good vibes though. Um, oh, you sent me something. Hold on, let me switch. Holy moly, I'm forgetting my stream deck thingy. There we go. What is that? Instagram? Oh, I've seen this one on Steam, I think.
Lobby? Yeah.
Hold on. Turn over the music. Dang it, I'd be forgetting the controls. You're self-promoting in my channel? Ban him! This is about, hold on. Oh, I see. Can you hear that? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hello? Hey, Villain, what's up? Hold on, I'll give you 1 second. A little bit, what's up? Oh, no, we can talk right now. I just had to stop something. My vehicle. Yeah, sure, you can take it. Yeah. Am I still muted? I don't know. I don't know why they didn't mute me. It should have removed me. Should have removed the thing. I gotta fix that scene. Hold on. Let me finish watching this. Welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, I saw this game like top of Steam, and I was like, it's another friend swap, and I wanted to get it, but I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna stream. I probably can though. Yeah, why not? Try some new friend swap, as they call it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, sorry, I got a call from my sister. She doesn't call me often, so I was just like, I don't know. But everything's good. Don't worry about it. So yeah, if it was another call, I would have just answered and be like, shut the fuck up, leave me alone on stream. It's all good. Don't worry. Yep. I just lost like 30,000 people. No longer watching. I would have watched this one so bad, so hold on. It's always a new skit you haven't seen. So yeah, Scorn, hold on. I'm gonna get to just watch slap or react Andy content. So if you, I don't know if you want to stay for that. I'm gonna just be here, just chilling. I'm gonna watch this. The Key and Peele situation is crazy. I still don't know which one's Key and which one's bro. That's actually so true. I have no idea which one's which. Like I've seen so many of their shorts, and I have no idea who's who. Oh, Key and Peele. Wait, Peele? I always said Peely. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Now we know. Oh shit. Damn it. Wait, what? Why? Huh? Oh, hold on. That's why. Sorry about that. I should just shoot myself. Is this one right here? What? Started. Okay, hold on.
Fans were shocked when Key and Peele abruptly
good.
announced that they would be ending their iconic sketch comedy show in 2015.
Let me know if it's too quiet or too loud.
At the time, everyone assumed the duo was simply ready to move on to bigger opportunities, and that was true for one of them. Jordan Peele's Hollywood career skyrocketed,
So this is Peele,
becoming one of the most respected filmmakers in the industry. Keegan-Michael Key, on the other hand, has been jobbing for commercials and insignificant roles in films, which is shocking because Key was always considered the more popular of the two.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, to me, he seemed like the most, like, I don't know, he had like the more aura between both of them.
Expected to be more successful in the long run. But recently, a comedian who worked closely with Keegan revealed something that completely changed the way fans looked at Key and Peele's relationship. And now many are looking back at awkward interviews, strategic silence, and most importantly, how Keegan's wife may secretly be the reason why the duo feels so distant today. However, there are a lot of baseless rumors and misinformation spreading, as well as important facts we need to dive into before you come to the conclusion of what happened to Key and Peele. Despite the show only running for 3 years, the legacy and impact of Key and Peele cannot be minimized. Just take a look at the Comedy Central YouTube channel. 18 out of their 20 most viewed videos are all Key and Peele sketches, amassing over 1 billion.
So they're actually like long though. Like anything I've watched is like under a minute.
Views just on YouTube.
To be fair, it's just like on
Think
YouTube
about
Shorts.
All the classic Comedy Central roasts, TV shows, and stand-up specials. None of them can even hold a candle to Key and Peele. But it could not have happened if the two didn't develop a deeply personal connection off screen. They were both raised as biracial children to a black father and a white mother, growing up with the unique identity of being mixed. Sometimes they felt that they were never black enough. Sometimes they felt they were never white enough, and were forced to code switch to assimilate with whoever was in the room. This shared life experience would become central to their comedy and to their chemistry in life in general. After moving from Detroit to Chicago, Keegan-Michael Key crossed paths with Jordan Peele, making the rounds in the local...
It's so weird seeing him with hair. Oh wait, no, never mind. Wrong one, sorry. Wait, who's bald again? Oh yeah, it's him. Never mind. Yeah, it is him. Sorry, I forgot. What is the hairstyle, bro?
improv comedy scene. The two realized they had incredible synergy, so they started working together
What up,
and
Mimic?
were eventually picked up as writers and
How about you show me your panties?
talent on the Fox sketch comedy show Mad TV.
Baker is prepared to offer
What? Neuron activation.
you $50,000.
No deal.
We going for the million, dog. We going for the million. We going for the million. We going for the million. Don't matter what you say, cause we going for the million.
Don't
The
ask
few
me to
sketches
stand
that
up.
they did together on Mad TV displayed their incredible chemistry and indicated that they needed their own show.
What do I always say? Stay on the inside.
Jinx, no backsies, no penny taxis.
What?
You ain't supposed to talk. Jinx, double jinx, triple jinx, Googleplex. Damn!
Hey, guys!
Interruptions. Hands
Peak comedy.
Jinx, go away. Come on, get up.
Damn. Sorry, I'm still looking at the.
Unfortunately, their time on Mad TV was short-lived until the entire program was canceled in 2009. Afterwards,
Tragic.
he landed a supporting role in the short-lived sitcom Gary Unmarried, which was canceled in 2010. Meanwhile, Jordan's pilot for a comedy show titled The Station had been shut down by Fox executives.
Dude, bro's got like the Vegeta haircut. That's tough, man. Honestly, like it is what it is though, cause like my hair can never get right. Like hold on. Show you a peek of my hair right now. Oh my god! Oh my god! I literally just I cut all of my hair today, cause like it was just horrible, and I'm like, dude, I have to restart. So I'm actually gonna start going to a barber now. Like ever since COVID, I've just been cutting my own hair. Also, VC, wait, brother, wait for the next video. I've been cutting my own hair since like COVID, and it never looked good. But I always wore a hat, so you couldn't tell how bad it was. But I'm gonna start going to a barber. Like now that I have a car that makes loud broom broom noise, I just gotta grow out my hair, make it look nice, do some weight. I can get all the woman I want.
Leaving both of them without work. That's when their shared talent manager suggested that the two get together and try to launch their own project.
So my sitcom got canceled and his pilot for Fox didn't go. And our manager said, would you guys be interested in doing something together? Because I've got a situation that I think I can leverage.
The result of this was them creating their own sketch comedy show called Key and Peele, which was picked up by Comedy Central and slated for a 2012 release. Their series debut
I think I
came
have
right after
already
the season
watched every single skit there is at this point. But you never know, there might be a new one. They have to be gay, right? Sure.
4 premiere of Tosh.0, setting the comedy duo up for the biggest opportunity of their careers, and to say they capitalized on it would be an understatement. 2 of their most iconic sketches were in the very first episode, starting with a classic where the two attempt to say a forbidden word in regards to their wives, which by the end of
Have I
this
seen
video
this?
you'll see how incredibly ironic it is that this was
Hold
the
on, I may
very
have not
first
seen
Key
that
and Peele
one.
sketch.
I looked this woman in the eye. I said, bitch.
I haven't seen this one.
6:45.
You said that.
Yeah, I said,
In the same episode, their next bit was Jordan acting as
yeah.
President Obama giving a speech to the country.
I think that was
and
like the
Key
first
acting as
ever
his
time
anger
I've ever
translator,
seen
turning his
them.
respectful words into aggressive commands.
Through like
I
the
just wanna say to my
Obama skits.
critics, I hear your voices, and I'm aware of your concerns.
so maybe if you can chill the hell out for like a second, then maybe I
thought
can
they were
focus on
brothers.
some you know.
The show was an instant hit. Over 2 million
I thought they were
viewers
at
tuned
first,
in
but
for the
then like they
debut
don't look that
episode, and
alike
future
or alike at
episodes
all.
would continue to pull in
Are they?
millions
No,
of
they're not.
viewers. But before we get into
Maybe
that,
they are. I mean, they
we
did
all
kiss
live
in one
busy
in
lives. There are so many
in the
things to
behind-the-scenes
do,
footage.
and it never feels like there's enough time in the day. You should probably go get that yearly checkup to make sure you're in good health. But you don't have the time to sit on hold all day. Today's sponsor, ZocDoc, makes the
Oh,
process
God.
a whole lot easier. ZocDoc lets you search and compare local in-network
Do you think this is, like,
doctors with
legit?
more than 150,000
I wanna see if I have
providers and over
hemorrhoids.
200 specialties across
Asking for a
all
friend.
50 states. You can view tons of reviews from real patients and detailed doctor profiles to help you choose the right one. ZocDoc lets you see actual appointment openings and click to instantly book a visit. Appointments happen fast,
didn't say anything.
usually within 24 to 72 hours, and you can even score same-day appointments.
Also, is the volume good?
Best of all, ZocDoc is free to
You
use.
ass?
Taking care of your health just got
Huh?
easier.
Me?
Head to
I'm ass?
ZocDoc.com/PatrickCC to get started and check that appointment off your to-do
There's no
list.
shot. It's real. It is what it
Every
is.
season, they put out a new sketch that would become a cultural staple, like the East-West College Bowl, where they poked fun at ridiculous names.
Day
of
one
college
sock dog
athletes.
hater.
Hingle McCringleberry.
That's gonna be my next video though. Trying sock dog.
State University. Le Carpetron, Duke
They
Maryland,
end up telling me that I'm pregnant.
Florida Atlantic.
Pregnant.
Ridiculous Morgan. University of South Florida.
Speaking of names,
Speaking of university, isn't there like the new Kai University thing? Should I apply? Should I go and Clip Farm? I'll make good content as Pop the Balloon, Real Life Tinder. I can't think of anything else.
have to mention the substitute teacher bit, where Key cannot pronounce extremely common American names.
So why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a... You done messed up, Aaron!
People still call me Aaron to this day. To this day. They had a way of
Dude,
making
Grindr.
relatable humor refreshingly absurd, but
You
I
use
personally
Grindr?
liked when they would lean into their ridiculousness a little more. My favorite sketch of theirs is
Tumblr?
Prepared for Terry's, where the two act as
What are you on
borderline
about?
schizophrenics who are trying to convince the passenger next to them that they will protect the entire plane if a terrorist tries to take over.
You gonna
I have not
to
seen this
ready
one
to
either.
Kidnap a Terry.
Holy moly.
You gonna
There's
have
a lot
to
of
be ready
untapped
to
potential?
punch ya, a Terry.
I don't think that's necessary.
Absolutely, you have to fireboard those mother jammers.
And if this is somehow the first time you're ever hearing of Key and Peele, I think the biggest sign of their success and cultural significance is that the literal
This is
president
where
of the
I've, like,
United
heard
States
about them.
invited Keegan-Michael Key to do a remake of their anger translator bit, but during a real speech.
Because despite our differences, we count on the press to shed light on the most important issues of the day.
And we can count on Fox News to terrify old white people with some nonsense.
Bro, it's actually crazy. Like, the Obama presidency was like 30 years ago. New video idea. Am I gay? Surrounded by twinks. Holy shit, bro. Why are you cooking? Write that down. There we go.
3 short years, Key and Peele managed to create a culturally iconic sketch comedy show filled with quotable moments reminiscent of early 2000s comedy films. And since YouTube and social media was on track to replace TV and movie theaters, Key and Peele proved that the future of comedy was in good hands. But then,
Bro, I
shockingly,
remember I used to like kind of low-key have my
theaters-
hair like this when I was in middle school. Yeah, bro, I've never had a good hairstyle. Why is my freaked out right now? I don't know what he's on about, bro. Too much hentai.
Key and Peele proved that the future of comedy was in good hands. But then, shockingly, in 2015, Keegan-Michael Key announced that they were ending the show.
2015?
This is our
Really?
final season, and it's not because of Comedy Central, it's us. It was just time for us to explore other things, together and apart. I compare it to
Bro, it sounds like they were actually like together. You say that like in a breakup.
Wilder and Richard Pryor. We might make a movie and then do our own thing for 3 years and then come back and do another movie. Fans were initially disappointed,
goated right
but
now.
in a way, the
You're
show
always goated,
lived on
homie.
much longer than 3 years due to its success on YouTube. Over the years, fans would be scrolling YouTube and randomly see a Key and Peele sketch get recommended to them. It could be one they've seen a dozen times or one they didn't even recognize, but if they click, they can get a guaranteed laugh. Plus, in 2016, the duo released their action comedy film, Keanu, seemingly indicated that their future Hollywood careers would be them working side by side.
Bro, like, I
The
ain't gonna lie to you,
duo's
like, their skits are so good that, like, even if I already watched them many times, I always watch them in full. Like, I can watch the same skit multiple times. Like, they're generally just that funny.
served as both the writers and leading actors for the film, which gave the movie a sense of familiarity for fans of the show. Now, the film was met with a lukewarm response from critics, and it only grossed $20 million in the box office.
Damn.
Considering the film's $15 million budget, plus the millions of dollars spent on advertising, the movie significantly underperformed. With that being said,
Bro,
the
I'd be
movie wasn't
wondering, like,
bad,
how
it
do,
was-
like, some movies that, like, don't even use CGI or practical effects be costing so much money? Like, it's crazy. Like, where does that money go to? Like, didn't they make that new, what was the new movie called? Obsession? Like a $200K budget? And then how much was Backrooms? Actually, hold on, what was the budget in Backrooms? Oh, Hose? What are you talking about, bro? Backrooms budget. 10 million? Yeah, so bro, no way. What the heck? Let's get some money laundering with that.
Was just the first step in a new chapter for the
Session sounds insane. I heard about it on Twitter. A lot of men are don't like it. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't know. I think it's like, what is it about? Like there's like a wish, and this guy wishes like a girl to love him, and then but she becomes like crazy because like it's almost like she gets possessed. I think she gets possessed. I don't know.
comedy duo. But then Jordan Peele shocked the world with the announcement of his directorial debut psychological horror
actually
film,
didn't know he
Get
directed
Out.
that.
The movie followed a young black man named
actually heard great
Chris
things about
visiting
it.
the wealthy
To be fair, it was on Twitter. They hate everything. It could be the like they were hating on Backrooms, and I watched it, and I personally love Backrooms. Like I liked it a lot. I really liked how they like the story they said. Like apparently really good at scaring the audience. Interesting. I think Moist Critical also liked it. So and you know he's tapped in with like horror movies. So I don't know. Maybe it's just Twitter being miserable. I really gotta get off that place, bro. Anytime that I see something that's like low key bait, I go to their account, see their location. If they're not in the U.S., you know it's a bot account.
white family of his girlfriend, who didn't know that he was
go to
black.
Moist
The
Critical.
family initially appeared to be
Course.
progressive and accepting towards the boyfriend, but it was awkward. Like they
Hey
were so
guys, this is
eager
Moist
to
Critical
express
here.
their appreciation
Poopy
for
Chunga's
black
situation
culture.
is
The family's
ex-white
hired
crazy.
staff to help with their house duties are all black and behave strangely. All of their white friends are overly interested in Chris, seemingly obsessing over his black identity. Later, Chris finds out that his girlfriend had been dating black people all of her life, but luring them to her family's estate where they would be hypnotized, psychologically manipulated, and then sold for a sinister procedure. The family would surgically remove the black person's brain and replace them with the consciousness of the aging white clients who wanted to continue living through the younger black bodies. The scariest part is that the
What?
victims themselves wouldn't fully die either. Their consciousness would remain trapped deep inside their own minds in what the film calls the sunken place, forced to helplessly watch someone else
Oh, now I wanna
control their
watch it.
body forever. Jordan was one of the trailblazers in weaving social commentary in a genre film in the 2010s.
I think
the film
I
was
sold my soul
universally
for a goth
celebrated for
baddie.
its terrifying
I don't blame you, bro.
atmosphere,
I do the exact same thing. I would do it right now if the devil himself appeared right now.
uncomfortably hilarious.
Shut up. If he appeared right now, I would sell myself for a goth baddie. But also, like, technically, like, I was thinking about that, right? Like, you know, like the genie, right? If you wish for love, if you wish for a girl to like you, wouldn't that be fake? Like, you're essentially altering her brain to like you. That's, like, low-key weird. Like, I thought about that. And I'm like, that's actually weird. So I'm glad that I haven't had a genie. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't ask for that anyways. I asked for money. I want money.
Moments and unapologetic social commentary. With a $5 million budget, the movie grossed $250 million at the box office and received countless awards from various
We're
institutions.
switching up on Goth Baddies. It's corny now. Lock in. Damn, I gotta move it with the times. I don't know what's new. What's new now? What's the meta? Genie, I won Goth Baddie for the both of us. Well, I didn't make the wish.
Including the Oscar for Best Original
Femboys.
Screenplay. Overnight, Jordan
Brother.
Peele went from that funny guy from Comedy Central to a legitimately serious creative mind in the entertainment industry. What's interesting is that Keegan-Michael Key was primarily regarded as the heavy
I'm not
hitter of the
joking.
duo. In
Wait, huh? Huh? Say wallahi, bro. I probably shouldn't say that.
2015 and 2016, Key was nominated for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series at the Emmys. However, Peele was not nominated for the same role. Key also gained his relevancy from his appearance at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, something that Peele was also excluded from. Not to mention that Key received way more acting gigs in major TV shows and movies during Key and Peele's run. Most people believed Key would be the more successful of the two, and yet Jordan was now receiving worldwide praise without Key's involvement at all. Well, that's not entirely true. Keegan-Michael Key is actually a major reason why Get Out got made in the first place.
Were you reading this at all while she was writing? Were you involved in it all?
Yeah. He said I wasn't involved in any of the writing, but he sent me the script, and I remember at one point in time I either wrote him. No, I was in the room, and I came into the office the next day, and I put the script on his desk. I went, ooh, I said, this could be something. And then I went and talked to a good friend of mine, Sean McKittrick. I made a movie with Sean McKittrick from QC Entertainment, who made it, and I said, you guys should really read Jordan's scripts. And then now here we are. And like Sean came up to me at a party, and he hugged me. And I'm like, why are you hugging me? He's like, you brought the script to me. And I was like, look,
am I dark?
it was amazing. It would have been,
What?
I could bring 1,000,000 scripts to you, but if it wasn't that amazing, who would have made it? It's such a fresh story.
And as if things couldn't get any better for Jordan, he followed up with a producer role on the 2018 film Black Klansman, which also received 6
I've seen a lot of clips of that one. I want to watch it. Seems interesting. Isn't it where Kylo Ren says like a slur? Why are you black? I don't know, man. Reverse Michael Jackson. I was gonna say something, but I just completely forgot.
Academy Award nominations, and in 2019, Jordan continued his reign of dominance as a director with the release of Us, a psychological horror film following a family on vacation that gets terrorized by another family that looks exactly like them. Once again, critics and fans loved it. The film grossed over $250 million worldwide against a budget of only around $20 million, proving Get Out wasn't some lucky one-time success. In just a few years, Jordan Peele had fully transcended comedy.
Like Us also sounds like a really good idea. I mean, sorry, a good movie, but a good idea as well. Yeah, actually, bro, I've been wanting to watch things, and I'd be saying I want to watch it, and I end up not watching it. Like people be recommending me stuff, and I'd be like, I'll watch it. I end up not doing it. I just get lazy, bro.
As one of the most commercially successful and critically respected directors in Hollywood, and with every massive success,
like I need to catch up
the
with
gap
One
between
Piece,
him and
the anime that
Key
is.
only seemed to grow wider.
Wait, I haven't even read the
He
recent
stayed
chapter.
consistently busy between 2016 and 2020, stacking dozens of television appearances, voice acting roles, commercials, guest spots, and supporting performances across sitcoms, animated shows, and streaming series. Shows like Modern Family, The Simpsons, Archer, Friends from College, and Green Eggs and Ham. Instead of evolving into a singular creative force with a clear artistic identity, Key slowly started feeling more like a talented utility player in Hollywood. He was everywhere, but never the main character. And after Jordan's third directorial release, Nope, in 2022, which was yet another resounding success loved by fans and critics,
I saw the
you could
chat
argue
before.
that Jordan Peele has completely eclipsed his role in Key and Peele, with his efforts as a horror writer and director becoming the focal point of his legacy. The same cannot be said for Key, as many still remember him primarily as the guy from Key and Peele. I think it's interesting that Key is doing commercials that show up on Hulu, and Peele is one of the driving forces of cinema.
You know, it's weird because I've seen Key more though. Wait, does it mute it? I do that? It does. Why can't you see it though? That's weird. You able to see it. I'll move it out the frame. With the scary, sorry. But it's not my fault. Blame Mimic. No, yeah, but I feel like I've seen Key more than I've seen Peele. Wait, am I getting them mixed up? I've seen the bald guy more like in movies and stuff, or like commercials. So like I would have imagined that like the bald guy was more successful. Just from that.
I kind of hate comparing them because Key is also incredibly talented, but Peele is truly on another level. And while they may have grown apart in the public eye, very few question the legitimacy of their friendship behind the scenes. And that's because they did things like joining forces in a Netflix animated film called Wendell and Wild, where Jordan and Keegan serve as voice actors for 2 of the primary characters. And although the animation was captivating, many fans felt disappointed in the story. The duo also teamed up in Toy Story 4 to play side characters Ducky and Bunny. People had assumed that because they did these collaborations,
Yeah, I've never watched like Toy Story 4. Is it even good? And I think there's like a 5th one coming out now, if it's not already out. I just thought it was already done. Same thing with like Kung Fu Panda, and I don't know. Like I didn't like Cars 3. I don't know. I never liked passing up the torch type of like movies. Like no, I want to keep watching the guy that I like Lightning McQueen, Ka-chow. I don't want to see this new person. I don't know who that is. And I think the recent Kung Fu Panda is like that. Where I don't know because I haven't watched it, but I think it's like passing up the torch type of thing. I don't know. I personally don't like that.
Everything was all good between them, but Key would speak on this directly during an interview in 2024. We don't see each other that often anymore, which is, to me, a tragedy. Key went on to explain in a separate interview that them living far apart from each other played a major factor in their estrangement. Whenever we have an opportunity to see each other, we do. Whenever we have an opportunity, I certainly enjoy spending time with him, so when my travels take me to Los Angeles, he's usually one of the first calls that I make. I land and I go, "Hey buddy, we're in town." And often we get to have dinner. Our relationship is like a good friend's relationship, where you pick up where you left off, or the little things that you shared in the past, you just go right back into it again. I look forward to seeing him in 2025.
I mean, that's usually how it is, though. Like, I think a lot of people get confused. Like, after high school, you probably don't really see your friends unless you go to the same college, or maybe you work at the same spot. Like, you don't really see your friends like that. Like, recently, one of my homies pulled up. I hadn't seen him since like 2021. He's still my homie though. He's still my brother. But like, you know, that's just how it is. Sometimes you don't see people for a long time because they're working or they're busy. Even if they're in close proximity. Like, I could have just driven to his house, but we have our own lives. You know, that's just kind of part of the thing. I think a lot of people, like, online, they feel like if they don't see you and another person together for like a month, they think that you just hate each other. Like, people just assume the worst every single time.
What's interesting is that Jordan Peele gets interviewed way more than Keegan because he's way more active and front-facing in Hollywood, and yet he has said literally nothing about his former comedy partner, which creates the appearance that Jordan Peele has moved on while Key continues to live in the past. Like when Key was asked about a Key and Peele reunion, and he said, "Right now we're expressing ourselves that way, and I think we'll find ourselves back together. I do not have a timeline for that, but I would jump at the chance to work with him again in any capacity." Fans had no reason to believe that there was any bad blood between them. Maybe they had simply grown apart naturally over time, but that assumption started falling apart after a comedian who worked closely with Keegan publicly shared a story that completely changed the way people looked at Key and Peele's relationship. In April of 2026, comedian Akilah Hughes shared her experience working with Keegan-Michael Key using the not-so-subtle code names of Lock and Banana.
He is, and I don't think this is too shady, I think it's true, the less successful half of a comedy duo that was prolific in the 2010s. Perhaps, you know, I think their code names could be
Goth girls before bros. Bro, you ain't hear what Scorn said? We moved on. Now we're into whatever's the meta. Probably VTuber girls.
Lock and Banana.
She also tweeted, "If you ever wondered why K and PEL don't work together anymore, watch the next video in this thread." So there is absolutely no confusion in regards to who this
that feels
story
messy,
is
low-key.
about.
Like, why are you
Akilah
leaking
got connected
secrets?
with Keegan-Michael Key while developing her own sketch
bruh?
comedy show, not necessarily for his creative input, but because she needed an established celebrity attached as an executive producer to help make the project more attractive to networks
actually
and
don't know what the
studio
meta is.
executives, which is very common in the industry.
Ouch.
But with Keegan came his wife, Elle Key, who supposedly wiggled her way to an executive.
Don't worry,
producer role
I'll
for
decide the
show.
meta right now. The meta right now is tortas. 300 to 400-pound Latinas. I cooked. You do realize I'm talking about the Russian VTuber? I don't know, bro. I don't know who you be into.
Agent at the time calls me and she goes, "How is pitching going? How do people feel about Locke?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, they love him. Everybody loves Locke." And she's like, "That's great, that's great. How do they feel about his wife, who is now somehow the executive producer on my show?" And I'm like, you know, I hadn't really thought about it. I don't think people like her very much.
I am.
But the strategy was effective. Having Keegan on as a producer landed them an official offer from Disney.
What do you mean, no?
Akilah
You're just
was
hating, bro.
contacted by Jordan Peele's wife, Chelsea Peretti, warning her about Keegan's wife and her involvement.
She says, "I'm just calling you because I wish someone would have warned me." She does about an hour of a monologue at me about how, you know, she thinks that his wife is like Phil Hartman's wife.
This feels kind of messy, low key, bro. Why is she like leaking?
That she wants
Them boys are the meta.
alcohol on her birthday
Alright, bro. Like,
this person is sober.
it seems like it's not a joke anymore. You're scaring me, bro.
There's no
You're scaring me.
for how much money she's cost that black man.
Despite the warning, Akilah continued
You have one
working with
JK
them.
left.
After all, she had quit her
You
job
have one
and
just
moved to
kidding
LA
left.
to chase this dream, but it proved to be a mistake. Apparently, Elle, who remember was not ever asked to be a part of this show, continued to
Alright.
insert her unwanted opinions in the writer's room.
Her notes are, comedy happens in threes. The letter K is funny. And finally, give the audience some candy. Now, how do you implement these notes?
Can I make it?
None of the writers
What?
thought her ideas were good or funny, so they were ignored, to which Elle responded by threatening to sue the network. Akilah doesn't add much context here, but she is trying to make the accusation that Elle was just trying to ruin the project since it wasn't going her way. As a result, the show was
Answer the
stalled
question.
and eventually was canceled
I don't know.
altogether.
And so
You do what you want, bro.
That is just a project that I could not
You're off the
talk
leash.
about, that was never announced. That was supposed to be my dream.
Now,
Just
first
don't
of
get
all,
banned,
there
bro.
weren't many jokes
Don't
in
get me
Akilah's
banned.
performance. The inclusion of the live band made this some kind of exaggerated live podcast gossip story time session, so it couldn't exactly be brushed off as, oh, well, it's just a joke. And even though all of the details Akilah shared are incredibly vague, it's unlikely she would create a 12-minute story of completely baseless lies, especially considering the allegations aren't really that scathing. Like the idea of established Hollywood celebrities derailing a dream project for an upcoming creator because it didn't go their way sounds like something that happens every day in Hollywood. But
Pretty
it was
much
this
Hollywood.
small added detail at the very
No, hopefully,
end
like
of
with the new movies like Iron Lung, Backrooms, and Obsession, Obsession because of just how like little the budget has and like how different it was. Again, I haven't watched this, so I can't really tell you. Nor have I watched Iron Lung, but with the success of those, hopefully things change in Hollywood and like people that wouldn't get the chance to direct get the chance to direct and put out movies and art out there and just remove all this slop. Because I really like with Marvel, I have not watched anything. I think Multiverse of Madness was the last thing I watched, and like I tried to watch some things, I just couldn't get into it anymore. I generally feel like, for me at least, Endgame was the last good Avengers movie. To be fair, I haven't been keeping up with the recent ones, and I don't even know if there's anything that's gonna come out. I know there's Doomsday, but I can't say I'm actually hyped for it. You know, so hopefully things become good again, and it's no longer just like slop or just like Hollywood doing whatever they want to do. They actually give creative control to like people that actually are the creatives. You know.
Akilah's performance that has completely changed people's perspective of Keegan-Michael Key.
He never gets to be himself in public, and his partner has won Oscars. And everyone knows that his wife has ruined his career. It is diminishing returns. He's doing insurance commercials.
After she said that,
Yeesh.
sensationalized headlines emerged from Akilah's performance. Akilah Hughes says she knows exactly why Key and Peele don't work together anymore. Key's crazy wife destroyed Key and Peele, and while Akilah never said it directly, fans jumped to conclusions that Key and Peele had been driven apart by Key's annoying and power-hungry wife. And there is actually a little bit of evidence to back up those claims. 8 months before this story blew up, a blind item emerged about Key's wife. Personally, I happen to know that L. Key IRL is a massive narcissist and straight up abusive to the working people in her vicinity. She's using Keegan's talent, fame, and likability to get herself in the room, in front of cameras, a microphone, calls herself a producer or director, and cuts a paycheck. Obviously, she needs to use Keegan because she has no talent or skill sets of her own to stand out without him. Everyone close to him who cares about him sees the abuse and wishes he'd leave her. And while this might sound like even more gossip, this allegation holds weight with a little more factual context. L. Key, whose real name is Elisa Pugliese,
Pirate Clark. Oh god, he mutated. No, Pirate Clark.
was an aspiring actress who couldn't land anything more than being an extra with no lines or no significance to the plot. From there, she transitioned to being a producer for small-time, low-budget independent drama films that had an extremely small...
Also, in VTubing, one popular VTuber was getting backshot in a stream. She's also digging a grave for herself and Mylu's popularity. She's getting backshots? How do you know she's getting backshots in the stream? Well, I just imagine her model was just moving like this. That's hard, bro. What the fuck? Just have the fucking 3D boobs just moving. Bro, I can't with VTubers, bro. I don't care about VTubers. I enjoy watching my slop, but I'm not into that kind of slop. I'm into the pop the balloon KSI type of slop. Back to this slop.
Or no theatrical release. She met Keegan at a film festival in early 2016 and became his quote business partner.
Also, like you say, might lose popularity. We're talking about like a girl VTuber. But she was more. All right, bro. You ain't gotta give me the details, bro. What are we doing here?
Elle and Keegan's relationship turned romantic and they got married in 2018. So for all the rumors saying that she is the reason why the Key and Peele show ended are just false. The
this
show
man
ended
Janely
in
watched the entire
2015,
clip
and she didn't come
a couple
into the
of
picture
times
until over a year later. Now the rumors saying that she might be the reason why they didn't continue working together, well, that's entirely different. What you'll notice is that as Elle became more present in Keegan's career, Jordan started becoming more distant. Because remember, Keegan and Jordan worked together in 2022 on that animated show, but shortly after, everything changed. And it all centers around a book that Keegan and Elle co-authored called The History of Sketch Comedy, a journey through the art and craft of humor, which by the way is everyone's favorite subject, comedians talking about comedy. Well, one comedian at least. This book discusses subject matter that Keegan-Michael Key is undoubtedly an expert in, and aptly features him on the cover.
Saw on Twitter, so you know people can escape it. Oh, people can escape it? Oh yeah, I haven't seen anything about it. Like everything I've had in my feed is like everything about Oliver Tree, you know.
They also created
and also just like engagement bait that I don't respond to it. Obviously, I don't actually use Twitter, but like look, I've seen something that gets me pissed off about like relationships and like men should do this, men should be like this. I'm like, oh no, we shouldn't. I want to be a fat chut loser for the rest of my life. What do you mean? I have to get a job. Yeah, I'm on the VTubing side. That's fire.
Podcast
I see your feed, bro.
Book.
I pray for you every day.
Elle as the creator, writer, and
also she went, bro. Why are you giving me VTuber T, bro? I don't care. I don't want to be mean because like this actually sounds bad now. Also, she went back to her abusive ex. Stockholm syndrome, I guess. I don't know, bro. That's tough. I'm sorry.
Director, whereas Key is simply just a performer and co-writer. To be clear, Elle Key has essentially no experience in sketch comedy and has literally never said anything funny in her entire life. The idea that one of the greatest sketch comedy masterminds was portrayed as second fiddle to his wife in a podcast about sketch comedy was mind-boggling to say the least. But the project was well received. They won a Webby Award for Best Writing in a Podcast. When accepting, Elle gave a 5-word long speech that she couldn't do without crying, and Keegan did not get to say anything.
Eesh. Oh, I've seen this award before. I saw like a Instagram ad saying that I could apply. I was like, well, I make music, but I don't know if I could apply to this.
Find someone who inspires you.
Find someone who inspires you. Sorry. Damn, bro, what? Bro went for the jugular. Man said, fuck that bitch. God damn. I mean, people don't like her, I guess, but damn, bro. You got a lot of hate in your heart.
He also did an interview on Late Night with Stephen Colbert, where she sat first chair and Key was off to the side as if she was the guest and he didn't belong. Now to some, it seems like Keegan is merely being a respectful and generous husband, using his status to elevate his wife and portray her as his equal.
I think we've both discovered that if we work on something together, it's better.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it, yeah.
But to others, based on Akila's story, they see her as manipulating and forcing her way into creative spaces she otherwise would have never been a part of.
He's being held hostage. True. Key, blink 3 times if you're being held hostage.
Keegan's wording in this interview is particularly interesting. At first, he comes off endearing, but he also inadvertently admits that his wife uses him to advance her own career.
As you said, all good doors like lead to Al and her opening that.
Yeah, she opened. Yeah, it's like I'm the key, and she knows where the doors are. So you just have to have the courage to put the key in the door. It's always wonderful you have someone in your life who can show you where the doors are.
But it goes one step further, because it seems like Keegan has adopted the stereotypical wife guy personality, similar to Will Smith or Akash.
No. I know this guy. Is he like a comedian?
Singh, where the central focus of his identity is surrounding his less famous and less successful partner. Backstage at Stephen Colbert, they did one of those classic couples games where they see if they know each other really well, only for Key to completely second guess himself or outright say his wife was right every time they had opposing opinions.
Who said I love you first?
You ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Huh.
Oh. Okay. I guess it was me.
To some, he is just being sweet. To others, he looks pathetic. Like when Keegan was asked what he was most proud of in his entire career, then changed his mind to what his wife said should be his most.
What is Keegan's proudest accomplishment? This is it. Ready?
Definitely
Three,
being held hostage.
and you're gonna be.
Seems that way.
Believe it. I'm going to be
3,
wrong.
2, 1.
She's right.
And if that didn't convince you, there's another moment where the 50-year-old man says his wife even picks out his clothes because he can't do it.
Impeccably attired. I want to know what percentage of this is your choice versus your wife's choice? Because I know that your wife, Al.
Look.
Ooh, that's an interesting question. I think she's just trying to be messy, bro.
Yes, my wife Elle is here. She is here. She's
Here she is.
Yes, my wife Elle has impeccable taste. So I'm one of those people who likes to leave things to the experts. So everything on my body was.
Yeah, so basically, I have no individuality. I allow my wife to pick everything out for me, because I can't do anything without her approval. That's what he's doing right here.
Chosen for me today to wear by Elle.
He seems to seek validation from his wife for literally everything, constantly looking at her to assure that he is saying
Even wipe my ass. What?
The right thing.
Sometimes it's a challenge. Sometimes I meet her with a little bit of resistance, or a little bit, a lot.
Yeah,
a
little bit.
Some resistance. So, and she always remains patient with me.
The wife guy personality is often looked at as some sort of humiliation ritual because they publicly have to lower their own status and derive all of their self-worth around how lucky they are to be married to their wives. And although all of this can come across as completely cringe, it doesn't necessarily prove that Elle wedged herself between Keegan and Jordan Peele. TMZ reported that multiple sources connected to Keegan-Michael Key and Elle tell TMZ Akila's stand-up narrative is outlandish and fabricated nonsense. Akila fired back by posting screenshots of DMs, all entirely
Damn, bro,
anonymous,
she's being really
of
messy
people
though.
trying to corroborate the narrative that Elle is a control freak.
Tragic,
we had
bro.
a whole fake
I checked the
script on
chat.
set as a decoy to keep her busy and manipulate her while we shot the actual commercial. She kept his own mother and brother from their wedding and
But not for me?
systematically cut everyone who was close
don't
to
even know
him
if
out of
Scorn is
his
still
life.
here.
So Locke was
Has
my
he started his own
godfather
stream?
growing up and was best friends with my mother all through college, so he had a huge impact on my life until he remarried his now wife. She completely changed him and the way he treated close
Oh, no
family
stream
and
today.
friends. Not too long after he remarried, he cut off my mom and even his own family in a way. It seems that people have entirely bought into the narrative that Keegan was this innocent comic legend
here.
whose
Yeah, you see,
career
he's not here.
and friendship with Jordan Peele has
Unfortunate.
been destroyed by his egomaniac wife who has to control every little thing about him. But not many people are willing to cast blame on Keegan himself, who seems to admit that he didn't know his own potential, didn't believe in himself, and even can't dress himself. Sure, you could call it pathetic, but maybe this guy genuinely would not have pursued anything after Key and Peele if it wasn't for his wife.
And I saw a video of him singing, and I
Well, I
was
think like, I mean, people are different. Some people like are very quick to move on from something. Like, kind of like whenever there's like a new trend, like a new meme, like somebody blows up or something, they just keep repeating it over and over and over, and then they never let it go. I've seen people that like, what's that one dude? I don't remember his name, but he was around with like an alien. It was like an alien mascot that he had, and it was like a huge thing back during like the hype beast days. He was putting him on Supreme, Louis V, and all these things, right? And like it was kind of like big, kind of Instagram big. And like not long ago, I saw his comment on a post, and I went to his page, and he's still doing the same thing. Years later, bro, still like some people just never move on from stuff like that, or never really attempt to push beyond what they're known for. And it is scary because sometimes you can try and it doesn't work out, you know. So like for me, if I ever have like a viral clip or whatever, I'm not going to replicate it. It's gonna be a one and done thing, and I'm gonna try my best to do whatever I got next. And if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna just put a bullet in my mouth in Minecraft. I can't remember his name either. Yeah.
He can really sing. I mean, this is amazing. Said he was like a sports car that's stuck in traffic. Like he has all of this power and all of this energy, and like, what is he doing with it?
That's
I was
the best analogy.
Why aren't you out there going 120 miles an hour? Like, why are you stuck where you are?
Since people were introduced to Keegan and
Right, back to me
Jordan
being
as
a
a
simp.
comedic pair
Okay.
with incredible chemistry, it made fans assume that they were inseparable best friends off screen. So when Jordan became a successful director and Keegan didn't ascend in his career, it felt like there had to be some deeper reason, as if they weren't always just two individuals with separate career aspirations. People needed something or someone to blame to justify their career imbalances. El Key became the simple answer to a complicated story, but Jordan Peele's strategic silence on all of this leaves so much room for speculation. Until Jordan comes out and says all these rumors are baseless lies and that he and Keegan are still great friends, people are gonna run with the narrative that El Key is to blame for all of this. If anything, Key and Peele is a reminder that sometimes your favorite duos aren't best friends, but rather just co-workers who happen to make magic together for a brief moment in time. It reminds me a lot of Drake and Josh, who appeared to be best friends on screen, but behind the scenes was an entirely different story. But check.
Or maybe it was all just a skit. It's been a multi-year skit. No, I mean, I don't even think that they stopped being friends. I don't get that impression that they did. I just think that they have their own thing, and like I said, like even with us, like that we're not busy in our lives like that. Green? Okay, I'll change it. There's still a lot of people that I haven't talked to in years because everybody has their own thing. Some people are working, some people are being employed, some people have, you know, responsibilities in their lives. Like recently, I checked one of the people that I knew was like Instagram, and bro already has like a whole like woman. You know what I mean? A whole wife. I'm like, damn, bro, we're barely 22, 23. Got an ad. Unlucky. Thanks for the money. Okay. Yeah, no. But that just reminds me of like members only. I really wanna increase the production of members only. Like I wanna keep making videos, but it's just difficult, man, to kind of like schedule all of our times together. Like I think I did see that KSI left the Sidemen, and you know I am a 23-year-old that still watches the Sidemen. And I was like, dang, that sucks. But I mean, it makes sense. Though. Like trying to schedule your time is kind of hard. Like I haven't been able to get a hold of Kane, at least for like a video, you know. And like Minecraft videos take a while. And we did record 2 videos, but unfortunately he didn't record the audio properly, so we had to scrap it. Yeah, like generally making like a group thing is really hard sometimes. And I want to have more I want to have like add more members to members only, but the thing is like I'm kind of scared that someone's gonna immediately want to leave. You know, like we need to get people that will be consistent. We can record at least once a week. We can have a consistent time when we do it, and it'd be better. But I mean, I barely have any friends, so it's gonna be hard, especially when I randomly get pulled for a job. That's the thing. Also, like sometimes Mimic just gets randomly, he gets a random side quest, which is not his fault, but like, it's tough. So yeah, I do need to increase the input in my channel though. I just don't know what to upload. Like, I just don't have any interest in Minecraft like that. Like, the next video is gonna be a Minecraft video, but I don't really know what I want to do going forward. Like, I'm okay being a React Andy right now on stream because I get to do what I sometimes do on my free time, which is just like watch videos. Also, I'm building connections with small VTubers. Let's go, VTuber army! I just gotta learn how to talk like Saikuno, and then I can become a VTuber myself. Alright, well, anyways, the next video is probably gonna be this one, which is like drivers that really piss me off. So recently, I started driving again. I got a 2005 Chrysler 300 Touring V6. Unfortunately, not the Hemi V8. If you got that V8 money, give me that V8 money. The Deadlock Circle has been great for building connections there too. MC is just so hard. I mean, when I tried, I literally got little broed by like people that had like 1,000 subscribers, and that low-key kind of pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I hit up some dude. He replied to me like hours later, and I'm like, bro, we're all unemployed. You are on your phone 24/7. You can see my text. I ain't stupid. Even me, who works in my car and do like shit outside of being on the internet, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like so out of the loop. I still see my messages, but it is what it is. Anyways, drivers that really piss me off.
Yesterday, some lady cut me off in a parking lot, honked at me, parked sideways.
Search for small streamers. It's difficult to find people that aren't like I need to find people that can actually like stream properly. I don't know how else to put it. Like, some people just like hit record and then they just be quiet, don't really narrate what they're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, unless you're in speedrunning or server doing competitive stuff, I can't imagine how it'd be possible to connect. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that my approach to content is not what a lot of people want to do, unfortunately. I don't know. We'll see. Because I really want to build members only. Like, I think that you're more serious, Kami. True. I think it's more desperation. I think I really just I want it more, and I feel like even I'm not working hard for it. I haven't been streaming, but like I definitely need to like lock in even more, do more content, do more clips, plan things out. Like, I haven't been planning things out. I want to do like some fun things here and there. Like, if I play a game, like maybe change my room, like things like that. Like, I literally thought about that before Kaisana did it, right? Like, I was like, why don't creators like change their room? I'm sure some people did it before that, but like, people should like do things, to make it more engaging. I don't have the funding to do it, but if I did, I would have been done it. And it's great that Kaisana did it, and he did it really good. It does have to be MC though. It doesn't have to. Like, we started with MC for members only, then we did a Roblox video because it was easy, and that one got corrupted. But I like if we all lived together, we would probably do different kind of content. Not live together, live in the same area. Like, I could probably do videos with Mimic, but he doesn't want to show his face, which is fair. I'm not gonna force him to do that. But I like to do like the meta kind of videos, like trying this or doing that, or maybe even doing streams together, like fun things that I think people would like to watch, where it's just like boys just hanging out type of thing. But it's not really possible. I have a friend in the repo speedrunning community. Seems okay. It seems okay for streams. Face mask and sunglasses. Facts. You could just wear my balaclava. You could just wear that. But yeah, I just feel like MC is easy, But another problem is, especially with like both Kane and Mimic, is recording. Like, I can record games, but like in the recent video that we worked on, he couldn't record on his end. And Kane definitely wouldn't be able to. So it gets a bit difficult trying to get their POVs. Like, I guess we kind of started the team channel, and I was under the impression that we would be consistent. But it is what it is. And again, I understand, like, Kane is busy with his life. Why not try the speedrunning? And MC is already ranked as super lucrative. I just don't have an interest in it. That's the thing. I never really been into speed running. You know, and the one thing I don't want to do is like do something that I don't like, and it's kind of been, it's good and bad. It's been to my detriment. Like I don't want to do things that I don't enjoy, even if it means getting something. Like I was talking to Kane about this. I was like, if I wanted to go decently viral with music, like if I wanted to, I could have, because it's not that difficult really. It's just really spammy what you have to do. It gets to a point to where it's like doesn't really go anywhere. Like you get some kind of attention, but it's not the good kind of attention, right? In fact, I would even go as far as to say that I kind of hate it. You know, I see a lot of like rappers, uh, that kind of go from making serious, decent music to making meme songs, um, like talking about some 6 7 and shit like that, like, and they get attention, they get virality from it, but it's not really, you know what I mean? Like, it's not sustainable. Villain Can Love is still my favorite. In retrospect, I don't like that song. I really have been liking a lot of what I've been doing now, like behind the scenes. Like I've been working on my writing, improving in that. Like the album that I'm working on right now, um, is gonna be like what's called fuck it, I don't even know how to say it. It's a story album. Kind of like Damn by Kendrick Lamar. If you play it back like in reverse order, it will tell you a whole different story. So like I'm really interested on how like let's show your stream library. Let's see what you got to work with. Oh, my Steam library. it's kind of dead, bro. It's kind of dead. Right. I have some games that I probably wouldn't want people to see. Not hentai games. I don't have that though. Not yet. Wait for P4R. Facts. Hold on. Move myself. For your Spotify. Yeah. It has. I just didn't want to talk about it. We can talk about it off stream. There's a reason why I didn't want to talk about it, and it won't take long for you to figure out why. Anyways, I got Among Us, Apex Legends, which I mean that's free. Arc, Barrier, Vending Ink Machine. I have this one that I've been wanting to play. Buckshot Roulette, City Skylines, Counter Strike 2. I have Destiny. Alright, I respect it. Giving it a listen though. Yeah, just I don't really like my old songs. Like if I wouldn't show you my top tracks. If you asked me to show you my music, I would not show you like top tracks. How do you think to like check it out? Actually, I'm kind of curious. I have Xenoverse 2. I was playing that, but I stopped playing. Don't take it down, please. Damn, bro, I really don't want to have an uncomfortable conversation right now, but I have to at some point. Don't take it down, please. Pretty fast for pizza. Love Lucid Blocks. Yeah, I did like it, but it just didn't really go anywhere. Gary's mod. I haven't played Gary's mod in a very long time. Ignited Entry. I have to finish Ignited Entry. Get 2. Is that free? Some niche random Steam horror games. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that. I have one that I just bought, and I was going to stream it. Like, it was this one, White Knuckle. I saw it and I wanted to play it, but I didn't get to. So I might do that tomorrow. Right now, I ain't gonna lie to you, I got so thrown off by the fact that you found it. Even though I didn't make it hard to find it, I generally just got so thrown off. Yeah, Markiplier did this one. I've not been keeping up with Markiplier. I remember when I got this, like it was popular back then. But you could throw a Markiplier tag in the shirt to make it pop off. Facts. I'll just like what I'll do is like I'll put a picture of him like on the thumbnail. You know how you like on the mobile version you could change the thumbnail. I'll just do that. Like Markiplier joined my game. See, I don't have a lot of games. But yeah, I remember when this was popular. I tried playing it, and bro, my old PC couldn't handle it, bro. When I streamed you 5-year-old character. Do you? You also use a clip in the short of him, then use that as a thumbnail. Yeah, I have to watch his video to see kind of what he did. Let's play 2017 GG's. Yeah, it was a long time ago. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like right now, like my gut is just feeling crazy. I was like, damn, this dude genuinely just found that shit. I was kind of hoping that I would tell you personally. Bro, I'm waiting for Daydream, and then I saw a thing that it was apparently a scam. Kind of sucks. Though, like it used to be under. I was gonna make a video on this, like for the main channel. My fault. It's not your fault, bro. Like, at some point, it's probably better if you know. Honestly, play Mimic for leaking the title. Damn, it was Mimic's fault. God damn it! I'm gonna kill you, bro. I'm not just playing. No, but I did see like I paid for the Patreon. Oh my gun is super niche slob if you make it funny. Oh my gun. Never heard of that one. Interesting. Actually, oh fuck, this is so tough, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so scared of having a comfortable conversation right now. Interesting. How much is it? $13. It's not bad. Yeah, but I think I'd like to do like horror games. I think that'd be cool. Like just niche horror games. But like I don't know how oversaturated that is. That's the thing, and I don't really have good reactions. You know what I mean? Like I don't have the Markiplier level reactions where he just like falls off his chair. I'm gonna start faking it. Like ah! Like have you ever seen like the old KSI and like Deji who used to go by Comedy Shorts Gamers like their videos? They would just be like screaming while playing horror games. I'm like, bro, I can't do that. I mean, with practice you'll get better at it. But like faking my reactions? Sure, yeah, that is true. I can. Monica 2 was a great practice for me. But to fake reactions or like are we talking about the same thing? Why am I dark? But just heightening the intensity of your reactions, not really faking it. True. I mean, I've had a Markiplier reaction before. I was playing FNAF 4 on my phone when I was a kid. I got jump scared because like that shit was moving at 3 frames per second. And I got jump scared and I immediately ran to my door. It's more like you're just immersing yourself more and making yourself prone to reacting. True. I'm really jumpy too though, so we fucking the Minecraft bed? Wait, are we fucking in the Minecraft bed or what? Name the time and place. I don't want to take down the VOD, dude. Yeah, I'm removing Mimic's scalp after this. It's alright, dude. You know what? At some point, I was gonna have to address it, so might as well just get into the serious talk right now. Why not? So I used to go under the name Jupiter Kami for a long time. I've been making music. Now, I know that I may not appear like I do, or that I am from this kind of area, but I am from the hood. I'm from Southside Dallas, and if you know anything about like Southside Dallas or like places like Houston and stuff like that, you'll know that a lot of like Mexicans they tend to say a word in the hood, a word that you shouldn't be saying. Uh, so it's like, you know what I mean. Growing up, obviously, I would say it because you know I was a young lad, and I was trying to be cool with everybody, and nobody had a problem with it. It was never a thing until I got older. When I say older, I mean we're talking about like the last couple of years, like 3 years ago, is when like when I went to college, some people said, "Well, you probably can't be saying it." So I did say it in my music. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's generally no better way to put this. Scoring is immediately unfriending me, unfollowing me, and cutting ties. No, but seriously though, like I did grow up with that word, and it was something that I mean like, I wasn't. It's not like the white folks that say it, or like they saying it because they think it's cool. Like I grew up with that word, and like nobody ever had a problem with it at all. I'm just a white guy, so obviously don't take my point. Yeah, but like, no, I understand, but I understand people won't like it and would still feel like no matter what, they won't fuck with it. Like they won't fuck with me, and that's kind of why I was afraid of that, of that. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. But Mexicans from Middles would say it too. Yeah, and in this kind of area, like everybody says, like I only turned out the way that I turned out because my parents understood how my cousins were. So they kept me indoors, and from that, I obviously got bored. So I got into playing video games and got into anime and got into like before it was cool with COVID and all. Like the reason I am the way that I am now is because of that. My parents never took me to parties. Like my cousin that recently passed, me and him were night and day. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just ended up being the weird kid, and everybody would say that I was a whitewash, and that's kind of why like the conversation that I had with somebody in college, they were like, "You could be from that area, but nobody could tell that you are." So it just sounds like you're just trying to say it to be cool. And then I was like, "You're right," because I don't even sound like I'm from this kind of area. I think owning up to instead of keeping it in a bottle to explode out later. Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, I like to address it before I become like I was gonna address it if I ever got a viral clip. You know, before people started digging into my past, and it's not like I was trying to hide it. Like I never made it difficult to find me. Like all you had to do was just like search up Jupiter, like just search up search up Jupiter Kami on Google, bro. It's not fucking hard. Like I never made it hard for anybody to find me. You know what I mean? I just was scared of having this conversation because I feel like people would still, no matter what, hate me. But fuck it, you know what I mean? It's out there. And honestly, it's better to just kind of say it now, get it over with. Kind of like Pyro, like people leaking that Pyro was into like the fat shit. Yeah. And also, like I said, I did used to use AI in my covers. I'm sorry. I will no longer do that again. I haven't been doing that. I've been doing my own shit. So just kind of, I've been learning a lot from people telling me, like people that, because obviously where I come from, people don't. It's like echo chambers. People are like approve of everything you do, but like when you meet people that are come from different lifestyles, different shit, they'll be like, nah, this is not right. You shouldn't do this. This is not cool. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, cool. I fucked up. Sorry. And a lot of people from this area, they don't grow. They don't really grow. You know, you've grown up though. You've evolved as a person that doesn't define your future and content. Facts. And I do appreciate you for being understanding in that. So yeah. Either way, I'm still gonna continue to separate both. What's that? Oh, I'm still gonna continue to separate Jupiter Kami and Kami. I just think 6 months and 7 days. Dang. I have my. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna just separate them, especially like with my older work. Like I don't like anything that I released, like prior to 2024. pretty much all my popular tracks basically. I don't really like them. And I think I've grown a lot as an artist, and especially now that I've been really caring about my work. It doesn't feel right. Like, I wouldn't like for anybody to listen to my older albums because I just didn't care about music. I was just making music, and just now recently I've actually started caring about it. I've been kind of writing a lot, practicing. So I mean, you could listen to it. I just wouldn't. I feel like it doesn't reflect what I do now. That's really it. That's all I really want to address about that. You know what I mean? It was tough. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's tough, but you know what? It is what it is. It is cool. And if you don't like my music scoring, I will personally go to your house, and things are gonna happen. Moving on, drivers really pissed me off.
Yesterday, some lady cut me off in a parking lot.
That's a hard car.
Yesterday, some lady cut me off in a
It's not even showing.
Parking lot. Honked at me, parked sideways in a handicapped spot, and then walked away. I was pissed. That was just one of 21 types of drivers who pissed me off.
Already pre-firing the add to playlist button. Don't worry. Let's fucking go. I do wonder if you actually would like any of my music. And I feel like you probably wouldn't expect some of this shit that you're gonna hear. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Let me get some water, because that I literally used all the saliva I had in my body, bro. As I was speaking, it was just fucking disintegrating from the pure anxiety. Holy shit. If you're ever anxious, you just do your anxiety dance. Alright, anyways. Time to stop edging this video. Drivers that really piss me off. So I'm a new driver, 2005 Chrysler 300 Touring, V6, not a Hemi V8. Let's see what type of driver I am. Let's see if I do any of this, or if you do any of these, if you drive.
Yesterday, some lady cut me off in a parking lot, honked at me, parked sideways in a handicapped spot, and then walked away. I was pissed. That was just one of 21 types of drivers who pissed me off. But it wasn't as bad as the dudes who don't know how to use their turn signals. Sometimes out in the wild, you'll see a dude who is not aware of the little lever behind the steering wheel. Typically,
I will say right now, for me, my biggest pet peeve is not wearing a belt. I don't know why people don't wear belts. I don't get it. Like, why don't you like wearing a belt? Like, doesn't make you any less of a man. Just wear a belt, bruh.
it's BMW drivers, but this issue affects many. When I'm driving in the left lane and some dude just slowly drifts in front of me from the right lane without any notice, it pisses me off. Like, dude, feel free to give me a warning. They put that fucking light on the back of the car for a reason. Do you think BMW spent millions manufacturing a functioning blinker just for it to collect dust? The answer is no. Speaking of these dudes just drifting into the left lane,
but yeah, a lot of people do that, bro. Especially like in the freeways. Like, bro, Dallas is known for having like Texas is known for having the worst drivers, but Dallas has like the worst drivers. This is, I don't like going to downtown. Like, I'm glad that I live in the hood, because like downtown is a nightmare, especially like during the weekends when everybody's fucking drunk. It's like, bro, it's like the worst. I think Houston has the most deadliest freeway, but Dallas has the second and third in the entire US. So like, I literally had to learn how to drive around like actual people that are willing to die over anything.
What the hell is the deal with left lane campers? Like, actually, there are not just 2 lanes on the road for the sake of it. If you're gonna be in the left lane, you're passing. If you're in the right lane, then you're chilling. Why do I see people chilling in the left? If you're in the right lane, then you're chilling.
Oh yeah, I like to be in the middle lane. I personally prefer the middle lane. You know, I don't know. I really like the middle lane.
Why do I see people chilling in the left lane? Not only is it annoying, but it's also probably one of the reasons that people start cutting up and driving like shit. Think about it. If you're
The lyrics could use a little work though, but whatever, sour. Yeah. No, yeah, I understand. I think like that project album, I literally just put it together like half-assedly. And like, I listened to it back a while ago and I'm like, holy shit, why did I put this out? Like, very like terrible performances at times. Like, I was okay with having a terrible performance and still putting it out. And it's sad because people actually bought it. Like I had people that like when I release a project, you know, I release it somewhere so they could like email me and they could like buy it from me and I could send them like everything plus some extra stuff and like they bought it and I'm like, damn, bro, why did I do that? You know what I mean? It's like what like I said though. Like I think recently I have been trying to improve on my lyrical work. Like I'll just tell you what it is. I don't know if I can leak the song because it's Kane's song. Which, by the way, if Kane, I'm surprised Kane ever showed you his music. If he did, you would have found me like that. And I knew that, but I was like, fuck it. If that's how he finds me, it is what it is. Where's it at? Don't you dare take it down. I really like If Feeling Can Love. If I take down the project, I'll keep the song up for you. I just don't like the project. I think like album, such a horrible project. Look, is it? Where's it at? Oh yeah. So in retrospect, my dialect imitate culture, or so they say. Truth be told, my nature's fraudulent, begging for the compliments. Never came my way. Now I got a heart of hate. The old me a code switch, cause what did people say? A lack of validation turned to bitterness. Everything's a hit or miss. I embrace the wickedness, opposing all the populace. I mean, it makes it like it kind of sounds kind of shitty now. Not like me reading it out loud doesn't sound good. Can I show the fucking thing? You know what? Whenever it comes out, I'll show it. Because I don't think I can leak. K never actually interacted with Scornboy, did he? I don't know if he's DM'd him. I know that he's popped in the streams.
You're going fast and another dude is not going fast, then you're gonna go around them, right? Another thing about these left lane campers is that they're in absolutely no rush until you try to pass them.
The signature goes crazy. Oh god, I misused that beat. I fucking bro, like I literally just gave up at the end. No, it was like, how did it go? I don't remember. And when I fall, you're going back. Like I just didn't give a fuck, bro. It pisses me off because it was such a good beat.
Going 5 under behind one of these campers and then go so
I wasn't paying attention.
Another thing about these left lane campers is that they're in absolutely no rush until you try to pass them. I'll be going 5 under behind one of these campers and then go 60 to pass them, and all of a sudden they're going 65, which makes me want to just drive straight into their rear. Okay, this sounds a little hypocritical, but tailgating also pisses me off.
Even when I fall.
The only reason I'm going 25 miles an hour is because we're in a school zone. I know I could probably get a pretty sweet insurance claim with a simple downshift, but it's just so awkward when some loser is just driving right on my bumper.
Dude, I want to learn how to drive a manual. It doesn't look that difficult. I think the only part that I don't completely understand is like when to shift gears. Like I wouldn't know exactly when to shift from like second to third, third to fourth, and then shift like downshift. That's the only thing I don't understand. But like knowing how, like using the clutch, I get it. I get it now. I don't think I'll stall.
The main time it really pisses me off is when I'm driving my manual Mini Cooper.
I do as well, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a genie.
I know I'd crash if I even conceptualize a manual. Amen. No, I mean I was learning how to like drive a manual so I could steal someone's Mustang in Walmart. That's the plan, at least.
With the clutch, so best believe I'm not going to be rolling back into someone's car. That being said, on the off chance that I hit legs or something, or my foot slips, just some bullshit happens.
Huh? We can help each other, Kami? Shoot me a DM after the stream.
Where the car rolls back, there needs to be a little bit of room.
I seen this, bro. It's the guy that was fell in love with his car.
There needs to.
This guy right here, he fell in love with his car. Shit, I'm like two mods close to being in love with my car. Like the way it sounds, the way it drives, bro. Okay, sorry.
Be a little bit of room, dog. If someone is right on my ass and I roll back a bit, I'd probably be at fault. That's when the big iron comes out because I'd be about as pissed as fuck. The only time that tailgating really gets to me is on the highway.
You know what's really scary? I don't have a what's it called? Dash cam. I want to get one, but they're not cheap. I want to get both a front and rear dash cam because I'm scared of getting brake checked. or like some cop stopping me. Cause like here's the thing, like cops don't like cars like mine. Like Chrysler 300s are more known for being the hold on, English. The V8 300C Hemi version of the Chrysler 300s are more known, and they're known for people around my area where I come from to have them and be loud with them. I mean, my cousin had one. His homies had one. Like that, the day that he passed, and we were there. Like all of them pulled up and were like doing like burnouts, in the thing. So like people know about that car, and my car has like spray painted race lines in the hood. And now that it sounds loud, like I'm generally scared that some cop is just gonna take their anger out on me and stop me, because I don't drive crazy like in public roads. I only drive crazy like in certain areas where I know I could. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even drive extremely fast either. Like I drive to the point to where I can feel the car and hear it, but if I need to brake, I can brake properly.
To merge, and a dude will just not make space. Zipper merging is key. If we could somehow just figure that out.
Dude, I fucking love Two-Faced. Fuck, bro. It's perfect. How did it go again? Oh yeah, that's with Night Tiger. Hold on. Let me show you the feature of Two-Faced, which is actually funny because that's one of the songs that I didn't really like, but this is Night Tiger right here. CT, I don't know who that is. I literally just like, I was like, fuck it, I'll hop in a hyper pop beat. It's actually crazy because I had just checked out his channel yesterday. I want to see how he was doing. He's doing pretty good for himself. You know, I've been knowing him for years. Look at all them views, damn. But I had him as a feature, and then I think he didn't like it anymore, so he removed himself, which is fair. I understand. That bit tough. I actually want to try them, but I realized that if I do that, I'm gonna get 500 years of diabetes.
Out as a society, then that would be cool. I feel like the merging issues are more with on-ramps though. Sometimes it's just because it's a on-ramp, but other times the people who are already on the freeway are just trying to play defense or some shit. Like this one time I was driving on
I can't even imagine them being that good either. It just feels like you're eating processed pineapples with like Kool-Aid. Like I like Kool-Aid pickles. Like somebody might want to slay me for saying something like that, for even uttering those words. You know what I mean? Like I fuck with Kool-Aid pickles. There's a spot nearby. There's those snow cones with like chunks of Kool-Aid pickles on top. That's tough. As the white kid said it, that be tough.
On-ramp, and there was somebody already on the freeway who was right next to me. Picture this: the left lane was completely
Don't like pickles
empty.
in general. Chat, send something. I don't know.
They were in the right lane, and I was right next to them.
Wait, what did he say?
The driving on the times is base really gets fault.
I wasn't
That's
paying
when the
attention.
big iron. If we could somehow just figure that out as a not make space. Getting really gets to me is on the highway. I'll be trying to merge, and a dude will just not make space. Zipper merging is key.
Oh,
if
yeah.
we could somehow just figure that out as a society, then that would be cool. I feel like the merging issues are more with on-ramps though. Sometimes it's just because it's a on-ramp, but other times the people who are already on the freeway are just trying to play defense or some shit. Like this one time I was driving on the on-ramp, and there was somebody already on the freeway who was right next to me. Picture this: the left lane was completely empty.
I haven't gone into these like during busy times. I'm genuinely terrified to do so. Like I feel like someone is not gonna let me in, and my ego is gonna kick in, and I'm just gonna ram my car into theirs.
And they were in the right lane, and I was on the on-ramp. So as you do, slow down a little bit.
Fucking
So I
car
can
is that, bro? The fucking car.
merge behind them. But instead of maintaining their speed, this bitch stomped the brakes. We
Bruh.
both damn near hit a standstill because they literally stopped on the.
Dude, don't. What the fuck? You do not stop on the freeway. practice with me so you don't do that stupid shit. I get more nervous like having people, bro. I mean, well, not really. Like, first time that I bring a mimic to my car, we drive to this what's it called? Paleteria, this like ice cream shop, whatever. Which is kind of crazy because like I didn't make the realization that it was me and another man in an ice cream shop together with no woman. So it's kind of weird, but we either way we got ice cream. And on our way back, there was this another Chrysler, and the Chrysler, he was kind of eyeing me a little bit, you know what I mean? From like I could see him from like my mirrors in the fucking rear mirrors. And then he went to my side, and I'm like, fuck it, bro. And I stepped in that bitch, boom. Unfortunately, he had a V8 Hemi. He dusted me, but that was fun.
Go in the left lane, but that pissed me off. It didn't piss me off as much as blinding headlights though. I can't be the only one who thinks the older style of headlights is plenty bright enough.
Dude, that's probably like my second biggest pet peeve of like cars. People that have their bright ass fucking lights.
All of my cars have relatively dim halogens, and I can always see perfectly fine. But for some reason, people just need to see at night with the brightness of the sun. Those LED.
Oh, you know what I can show you guys actually? I can show you like the front of my car. I can show you a before and after. It's still not done, and the pictures I'm gonna show you are older. Give me 1 second, because I really am happy for that car. Oh wait, never mind. I can't. Shows my license plate. Never mind. I'll edit some photos and I'll show them next stream.
LED bulbs are completely lethal, especially while trying to get on the freeway or something. This isn't really an issue while driving in my truck or something, but in my BMW or Mini Cooper, I feel like I'm getting flashbanged constantly. I know it's not the driver's fault as much as the manufacturer, but that pisses me off. It is the driver's fault when they forget they have their high beams on though. Holy.
One thing bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Unfortunately, my car, like turning on the high, like just moving the little thing, like to turn on the fucking turn signals or like the fucking high beams, it's so sensitive. If you like everything in that car is so sensitive. There's been multiple times where I go into the car and then the brake goes on, the handbrake. Cause it's like obviously it's not a manual, so you don't like manually actually do it. It's more like different, right? And sometimes I've actually driven the car without realizing that the brake is on till I see the light, and then I have to like literally put the car in park just to remove it. Yeah, there's times where like I accidentally turn on my high beams and I'm like, oh shit. I mean, it's usually during the day though, so it's not like during the night. Obviously, I could tell that I turned them on. But during the day, like I don't think it bothers anybody, right?
I live around a lot of back roads and stuff, so people have their high beams on all the
I'm surprised no bots today. Yeah, that is true. Even the bots realize that I fell off so hard that they're just like, whatever. He's not gonna make it.
time, which is no big deal, but I literally don't know how people can forget to turn them off. Sometimes I'll be driving on one of those roads in the middle of the night, and around the corner,
Does that have to be a mod view? No, I haven't seen any.
I'll see a light ray sweep directly into my fucking eyes. It's moments like these when you have to lock the in and just look at the white.
Oh yeah, talking about that, I think I might have to get tint on my car. Like, not even saying that as an excuse to get like very dark tint. It's just that I realized that anytime that like there's like the sun, like I squint my eyes. I mean, everybody does this obviously, but like it gets to a point to where I generally just can't see anything. So I might actually have to get my eyes checked. Either that or it's just a skill issue. But like, look at my hearing. I need to get some tint.
Line on the side of the road and pray there isn't anything in front of you, because 1 minute I'm chilling and the next my whole windshield is just white. Like if there was someone on the road with a bike and I was getting high beamed, best believe they're getting pancaked. Speaking of bikers, we have to talk about the Suron epidemic. I think Surons are pretty cool. They seem fun to just hit some dirt jumps with or something, but there is no reason for a bunch of middle schoolers to be riding these on the street. Surons actually go like 70 miles an hour for no reason at all, and I'm not trying to be looking out for speeding middle schoolers while I'm on my way to work. It's not.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been seeing like a lot of cause I've been watching car content recently. I've been seeing a lot of like bike content, and like they just piss me off because every time they get stopped by cops, they be like they don't have a license plate or they don't have something, and they're like, oh, I just got this bike. What's the coincidence that everybody just got this bike? I don't know. Like I will always hate people that can't take accountability for what they do. Like it just pisses me off. You know what I mean? Like if I get caught speeding, I'm gonna be like, sorry officer, I fucked up. I was speeding. Like if I fuck up, I admit it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? I hate people that can't take accountability.
Not about the presence of.
And like, there's no worse people than bikers. Cyclists are probably worst. Yeah, cyclists, bikers. Yep.
Suron. It's the fact that these dudes aren't even in driver's ed yet. They have no idea how the road works. I had one of these dudes jump off a curb in front of me the other day, and thank the Lord I was locked in. Holy moly. Since these things are electric, you just don't hear them coming at all. Mini bikes and dirt bikes are a different story because you can actually hear them coming from a mile away, but Surons are just like a jump scare every time. There was this one time I was trying to turn left on a somewhat busy street, and this car pulled up next to me. Wait, actually, we gotta talk about that because this is worse than Suron. When I'm trying to turn left on a
really good like transitions. W creator.
Busy road and somebody pulls up next to me to turn right, I can no longer see the left. What are we doing? If you could just give me an extra few seconds to actually see if I can turn without getting T-boned, that'd be awesome. It's no big deal if there's 2 turn lanes, but when it's a 2-way stop sign or something and the car next to me just invents their own lane, it pisses me off. Doing this makes the whole thing into a gamble. Why do people pull up next to me in the first place when they're trying to turn right? I'm gonna be blocking their vision too. It's not like you can just see through my car or something. Actually, because I kind of drive.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of spots like that where like I just forgot what I was gonna say.
Drive a fishbowl, unfortunately. This whole situation pisses me.
What the fuck? What was that?
Actually, maybe they can because I kind of drive a fishbowl.
What the hell? Yeah. What the fuck is that? Squidward?
Unfortunately, this whole situation pisses me off, but it's not nearly as bad as when people pass school buses while the stop sign is.
Shit was out for a few minutes. What happened? Hold on.
Pisses me off, but maybe they can because I kind of drive a vision too. It's not, unfortunately.
Oh, whatever.
Situation pisses me off, but it's not
Hydrate.
nearly.
Bro, I just finished my water bottle. We're back. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi, bro. Let me drink water. Yippee. I love water. Okay. Also, what do you guys think about my candle? I just got it. It's the rain candle. I have 5 key points.
As bad as when people pass school buses while the stop sign is up. I swear the school bus
Oh, yeah,
will
that's
flip
horrible.
out the stop sign and I'll be seeing people who are just like, stop sign? What stop sign? And then they just fly right past the school bus. That shit is just weird though. Like, don't do that one for real. While we're talking about school buses though, I just gotta mention how much school buses piss me off. As soon as a school bus drives up next to me, I'm gonna get flipped off, get my car hit by a cheese stick, and probably.
I don't think this is gonna be here because it's such a niche thing, but like lately we've been having construction work done in like on our neighborhood, like the whole area. I guess they're fixing the gas tubes or whatever, and dude, have they been a fucking nuisance. They love parking in the worst spot ever. Like it's almost like they do it intentionally. Like it's been so many times that they fucking parked in our like in front of our driveway so we can't get out. Like my mom has literally had to like use the neighbor's like lawn. Like, obviously, we ask for permission to get out because they don't give a fuck. Like they will just park at their fucking big ass construction vehicle there and then just dip and do absolutely nothing for a couple of hours and then come back and then move it a little bit and then do absolutely nothing for a couple more hours, and that's what they do for like the entire day. And then like, bro, I mean, I think they've just left the street like this week. I haven't seen them, but the last 2 weeks they have been a fucking nuisance. And like they be drilling, and that's fucking loud as hell, dude. It's been such a fucking nuisance. I hate construction workers. They be nosy, bro. Like whenever like we be out, like I'd be out with my dad, like just like in the porch, just kind of chilling and talking while he smokes. They just be like looking. They're like, the fuck you looking at, bitch?
You end up getting my bumper clipped off by the school bus taking a
Oh
tight
no, they
turn.
really pissed me off, bro. Cause like it was like, I think last week my mom was trying to like she was rushing to go to work, so like as she was about to leave, this fuck ass car pulls up in front of her driveway. So I just see her going, she's raging at the fucking dude to move. Dude, nah, bro. I fucking hate these guys.
I feel like even in these situations, I'm not one to use the horn though. I've never been too liberal with the horn as far as honking at people goes. That's like an East Coast thing or something. Honking at people and getting honked at just does not help the situation half the time. If someone's gonna back
And
in,
they don't even fix the roads properly. Like, the roads are so bumpy now. Like, I really had a fun time speeding in that bitch, and now it's bumpy as fuck. All it takes for me to fuck up, and I'm gonna fuck up an axle or something. Or it's gonna send my fucking car flying, and I'm gonna go into into somebody's fucking house and kill a family of 4. No, sure, it is my fault for speeding, but I'm commie, so it's like it's okay if I do it, you know.
or something, then roll with the
Oh, what the fuck? Michael Jackson?
horn as far as honking at people goes. That's like an East Coast thing or something. Honking at people and getting honked at just does not help the situation half the time. If someone's gonna back into you or something, then definitely go for it.
Yeah.
But there are these select
Oh,
times when I'll be
talking about that. Like, my car is so ass at honking. Like, you have to really press it. And I almost got like fucking, like, a car was reversing. They didn't see me, right? So I tried to honk and it didn't go. I was like, oh fuck! So I pushed that bitch and it honked, and he stopped. But that was scary. We need to get that fixed.
driving 38 in a 35, and some Tesla is going to be sure to pull up right behind me and honk at me just to let me know I'm going a bit too slow for that. I think the more awkward situation is being the passenger in a car with someone who loves using the horn way too much. I was once driving with this dude who cut someone off, and then he honked at the other driver. I just about put my hood up for that one because that shit was so embarrassing. I feel like it's a city driver thing though. People who live in big cities drive completely differently than everyone else in the world.
Yeah. I love Dallas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a Dallas fan, even though I don't watch sports. Cowboys fan, just by nature, I have to be a Cowboys fan. But when it comes to the drivers out here, bro, no, it's too scary, man. I don't even like being on the road because like people be crazy for real.
If they're in the middle of nowhere, they'll be right on my bumper because they don't want to get stuck in rush hour traffic or something. It's like I need to remind them that we're in the middle of the desert with a total of 3 cars. It's always Teslas though. Teslas are cool because they can launch so hard, but in my opinion, they look pretty boring and half the people who drive them are annoying. I think the best thing about seeing a Tesla in traffic is knowing you can brake check them. If there's a—
You know, I realized that I became a man when I realized that I didn't want a Tesla. When I was younger, I was like, I would love a Tesla. And when I was like in college and I didn't have a car to get back home, or gay facts, when I was going back home, you know what I mean, and like somebody didn't have the time to pick me up, I would take an Uber back all the way back to like from Arlington to Dallas, and like every now and then I would get a Tesla, and I'd be talking to the people in there. I'm like, yo, how much is it? Like, is it worth it to get it? Is it fun? You know what I mean? I was like, I want a Tesla. You know what I mean? Like I even asked him to sit in the front seat. You know what I mean? And like some of them were cool, you know what I mean, like they would actually let me and not be there, you know what I mean, like. But then I got my own car and I realized, bro, these are shit boxes compared to some of these cars out here. These are shit boxes.
Tesla riding your bumper for no reason at all, they cannot hit you even if they try. These cars have the most sensitive auto braking, and it's so funny. There's a dash cam video out there of a dude brake checking a Tesla, and the Tesla driver was absolutely losing his shit. I think one of the better things about Teslas is that they're usually in good condition though. Whenever I'm driving near a car that's just completely messed up, I feel like I'm gonna be their next victim. I'm not talking about squeaky brakes, exhaust leaks, or lifter tick, or any of that bullshit. When I see a car with a missing
Is that a
brakes,
Hemi?
exhaust tick,
Is a Hemi?
when I see a car with a missing headlight, bumpers hanging on by a thread, and wing mirrors that look like they got macked up by a motorcycle driver, I feel like I'm gonna get my car flipped or some shit. I understand that everyone has their situations and might not be able to afford a car that's all in one piece, but you can tell when a car has been completely
Hey, what is that?
and might not be able to afford a car that's all in one piece.
Scorn. Thoughts on this car? This low-key might be the move. What do you guys think?
But you can tell when a car has been completely messed up due to bad driving. It doesn't piss me off to see a car like this, but that just scares me, to be honest. Maybe we need to stop handing out licenses to everyone. One thing that pisses me off, but maybe it's just a me thing, is when people don't use their blinker at a roundabout. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm guilty of this when I'm trying to figure out which exit to take or something, but when I'm trying to get in a roundabout and the person
I have never gotten a runabout, and I'm scared too.
of this when I'm trying to figure out which exit to take or something, but when I'm trying to get
Like this, like the thought of this genuinely freaks me out. I still don't know how to go about it. Like this has to be a case of like, I turn now, good luck everybody else. Cause how do I tackle this? Hell no, I hate runabouts. I don't know whose idea was to make this. They could have done it a different way. I don't know. It's horrible. There's literally there's nothing even there. Like, what's in here? Like, what's the point of this?
in a roundabout and the person coming at me from the left doesn't use their blinker, I'm going to assume they're going to continue going around the roundabout. 20 times out of 10, they exit next to me and I could have gone in the roundabout. It's one of those things that's only a problem when there's a lot of traffic or when I'm in a rush or something, but it pisses me off anyway. Let me know if that's just a me thing though, because the next thing that pisses me off is universal. I think a semi-truck passing a semi-truck is totally fine, but there seems to be some sort of hiccup whenever this happens. Either the one passing just can't quite go fast enough to actually pass, or the truck that's getting passed starts.
Oh, is that the Tesla truck? I ain't gonna lie to you, the Tesla truck does look kind of cool though. But I don't even know if it's out yet.
Speeding up because they can't let their ego get hurt. Here's a message to both of you guys. Kroger does not need to get their 20 seconds earlier.
I mean, it's literally just like 50 to 60-year-old like white trucker dudes that like just have this huge ego, and they're like ready to get home and drink as much beer as possible and potentially beat on their wife and verbally abuse their children.
You can just take your time and let the small cars go around you, please. No, I know you guys are on a tight schedule and stuff, but sometimes I'll see 2 semi-trucks just blocking the rest of the highway, and to say the least, it pisses me off.
See, men like me, I will go in between these. I don't know about y'all though.
Just blocking the rest of the highway, and to say the least, it pisses me off. I think something on the opposite end of the spectrum, but arguably worse, is new drivers with fast cars. If you're in high school and your car's 0 to 60 is faster than like 6 seconds, you really have to be careful. Maybe I'm just being jealous, but in high school, whenever people had a 335i or something, they would just be acting a fool. If you know how to actually drive, then no worries at all, but chances are if you just—
I think my 0 to 60 is like 7 seconds, I think. Is it? I think it is.
Got your license, you probably don't. The number of close calls I've had with BMWs while trying to leave the school parking lot is unreal. It's like as soon as people this age get a car with over 250 horsepower, they start wearing lead shoes. Like, dude, calm it. I know your N54 sounds—
Dude, I did as drive with Crocs on, and it's low-key not great. I drive with these Crocs on, chat. And it's probably not good because sometimes like one time I was trying to accelerate and like it looked kind of slipped. Thankfully it was an empty road, but yeah, that was kind of weird. It freaked me out.
cool, but don't plow into my rear bumper just to let me hear the blow-off valve. It's sometimes these exact same dudes who'll get a burble tune and start driving like absolute shit to make the exhaust pop. Like they'll just hold a gear until 5,000 RPM and then just completely let off the gas. That shit does not sound cool. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it, but if you're obviously driving like pop, it's like a law of equivalence. It might sound sort of cool, maybe.
What the hell? Is that an elite chop? Bro, I gotta save this photo. Hold on, give me a second. I'm saving that photo.
But you'll see people in these cars looking directly at you while they do some dumb shit like that.
What the fuck? I gotta save that too. Hold on.
You'll see people in these cars looking directly at you while they do some dumb shit.
What the fuck is that? I'm saving that.
Like that. This shit is not tough, dude. I think burble tunes are weird, but if your exhaust pops between shifts, or like, not tough, dude. I think burble tunes are weird, but
interesting.
if your exhaust pops between shifts, or like pops a little bit on deceleration, it's usually cool. Speaking of deceleration, why don't some people know that your car—
Kami, I like to request a mannequin. Fuck does that mean? Am I supposed to like summon a mannequin or something? Like, what is? I like to request a mannequin. Great, thank you for that.
slows down without using the brakes. I think Isaac Newton figured this one out a couple years ago. Unless you're going down a steep hill, the car is gonna start slowing down when you let off the gas. Like seriously, there is no reason to be periodically tapping the brakes instead of just coasting and letting gravity do the work. I'm sure anyone who's ever driven behind a Nissan Altima knows the feeling. I'll be driving behind one of these on a flat road or something. There will be a stop sign 50 feet ahead, and they will hit the brakes and then accelerate to get to the stop sign. Gas prices are—
Yeah, I still need to get better at this personally. Whenever I'm driving, like I gotta get better at like knowing when to brake. Cause like my car just feels fast. Like my car takes off. Again, it's not a V8. It's not gonna like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that it can dust anything, but you know, it's one of those cars that it likes to take off and it feels fast. So I'd be scared. So maybe I'd be kind of slowly touching the brake from time to time. I need to stop doing that. I need to know like to reach a good speed and kind of just what's the word, coasting at that speed. I don't know.
Not this good, Unc. You cannot be doing all that. A key lesson from this section is if you stop powering the car will stop powering. But another thing about coming to a stop is awkward traffic lights. Traffic lights are sometimes like 2012 COD lobbies. You'll just be at a stop, and then the moment the light turns green, someone's honking. Like, what kind of throttle response do you think I have? I think the worst part about traffic lights is when people don't know how an unprotected left works. There have been so many times that I've got cut off from some dude just gassing it through an unprotected left turn. I feel like that situation leaves way too much thinking for some drivers out there. Okay, wait, I just thought of another situation at traffic lights that pisses me off even more. When I'm behind someone who doesn't stop at the stop line. I know they probably think they're a good person or some shit for stopping way behind the stop line, but I promise, the traffic light does not see you. Unless the traffic lights are on timers, we are going to be sitting there for a long time. Speaking of sitting in a car for a long time, you're not going to be sitting in your car for very long if you don't wear a seatbelt. I swear, some people—
Facts. In my opinion, this should have been on the red one, but facts. I hate people that don't wear seatbelts. If somebody doesn't instinctively put on their seatbelt the second we get into a car, I really don't trust them as a driver.
People prefer to hear the seatbelt warning chime blaring instead of just clipping in their seatbelt. Must be too fat for the seatbelt or something, I don't know. There's literally zero reason to not wear a seatbelt. If I get in an accident with someone and they fly through the windshield, best believe I'm not gonna go scrape them off the asphalt. When I'm driving, I need to feel like I
think people forget how dangerous vehicles are and how bad accidents can be. And if you're not wearing a seatbelt, they're not really like, if you're driving really fast and you crash, like you're gonna become mush. People, I guess because like you're in the vehicle itself, so you might not feel how fast you are. If you ever want to see how fast anything is, what you want to do is park like in the freeway. Not like, don't park like in the lanes, like go to the side and park, and you're gonna see how fast cars are really going. Like anytime a car passes by, it shakes your car. You know what I mean? It's generally so terrifying to be in a freeway, like parked in a freeway. Like if your car goes bad, you don't want it to happen in a freeway. Like people do not understand, and it pisses me off, genuinely. Like that's why I said I don't drive crazy in public roads or places where like if shit happens, like somebody else can get hurt. If I kill myself for being a dumbass in Minecraft, then that's on me. But some people really don't be understanding that, and then like I hate it.
Glued to the seat. Otherwise, it's just so uncomfortable. Not as uncomfortable as seeing a big truck hauling nothing. I have a love-hate relationship with lifted trucks that
I hate lifted trucks. You know what? I just remember this is the worst one, and especially because I'm Mexican. So there's people in my vicinity that like this. Like I have an uncle that pulled up recently, and he had his lifted truck, and I'm like, dude, come on, bro, you're fucking 5'4". Like imagine me, I'm 5'7". I'm peak height 5'7". But like imagine me in a lifted truck. Imagine seeing a short ass dude like me getting down a lifted truck. That's crazy. And honestly, my opinion is that if you have a lifted truck, you're compensating for something. Also, Mimic, you said Kami, what's up?
haul absolutely nothing. I love it because I think it's about as funny as to see a tiny dude with $100,000 truck
exactly.
on rubber bands and chrome wheels, because you know that guy is like an accountant or some shit and has never even worn a piece of Carhartt, let alone put a stick in the bed truck. So yeah, I love them because they're funny to look at, but when you have to share the road with one of those, holy
the fuck down. What do you mean? What am I doing wrong?
Give me a break. When they're behind me, they're taking up like 3 lanes, right on my ass, probably don't see me, and I feel like I'm gonna get run over. And when I'm behind one of these trucks, it's like they're rolling coal all over my car. And I have to look at all those bumper stickers that are just yapping about some bullshit. And worst of all, they have those underglow kits that make me feel like I'm gonna have a seizure. In all fairness, I respect the grind, and it's cool that they've put so much time into a build like this, but I personally think a truck should be used for truck stuff. Maybe that's just me though. Like the bed
I do
sizes
agree, yeah. Like I don't really know why I'll ever want a truck. I do like the Tacomas. They're cool, but I just don't feel like I would need them. And when it comes to cars, like if I was to get a car, like if I could get a project car right now, like if I had a couple $1,000s to work with, like not Hellcat money, not SRT money, I would get the 2010 Chrysler 300C with the Hemi V8. I'd pretty much put the cold air intake, put a new exhaust. What else do I want to put? More stuff because I'm pretty much LARPing as a car guy because I don't know everything. Then dyno tune it, and that's what I want to do. Now, if I had a lot of money, I'd probably buy myself a Corvette C6. If you guys don't know what that is, show it to you. Corvette C6. Right here. I don't know which model though. Like I couldn't tell you. Yeah. Is this it CR1 or CO? I actually don't know which one. I think it's this one, yeah. Or is it? Or CO6? Yeah, no. The CR1 is a car that I would like to have.
Of these trucks literally haven't changed since the 90s, but the grill has like quadrupled in height. It kind of sounds like a whole lot of coping. I'll probably always be the type to drive an older truck for this reason. One last thing though, I've only ever sat in a lifted truck like this one time, and to be completely fair, I felt like I owned the road. So I
actually haven't been in one, so you know what? Maybe I'll ask my uncle to like let me get on that. Maybe he does like a little spin, and then I'll put him in my car and then just scare him by pressing on the pedal. I got V8, bro. I have a V6. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Bro, saying that I have a V6 feels like me telling a girl. Well, I mean, I wouldn't, but like, it would feel like if you told a girl that you have a 4-incher. I don't have that, but I'm just saying. It feels like akin to that. I like to think. I had a video here. It's no longer here. I think was it. This one? Yeah. I tried every viral restaurant in America. Now, if you look at me, you could tell that I love eating food. I love food. And part of liking food, I like to watch people eat food. I could obviously say that I'm a foodie, but everybody's gonna be like, of course you are a foodie. No, but it's to the point to where even I know how to cook. I like cooking. I like doing good meals. Like I'm gonna be that dad that like cooks a top tier 5, 6 star meal once a year. Yeah, that's gonna be me if I ever have kids.
The food influencers might be lying to us all. In fact, some of them get paid just to say good things about a restaurant. These people are going viral making claims that this is the best burger, taco, pizza, and their only validation, well, they got millions of views and likes. So how can we trust these places are actually good and worth waiting 4 hours in line just to eat? So we're eating at every most viral restaurant across America.
I just think. Wait, hold on. What the fuck was that?
4 hours in line just to eat. So we're eating at every most
That looks good.
viral restaurant.
Is that a fucking pickle pizza? We've lost the plot. Wrong one. Hold on. Let me do it like the streamers do it. We've lost the plot. We've lost the plot. No, that's actually horrible though. What the fuck is that? A fucking pickled pizza? I would try it though. And I'm probably not gonna like it. It's just so much. Like you could have just had bits on it. Like, but what I was gonna say though, I just think that trending or viral stuff are just gimmicky. They're colorful. They're like the 6 7s or the mirror, the whatever else fucking buzzword of food. Like it's not. I highly doubt they're good, and that's the thing. And it gets even worse because they're viral. So there's a lot of people in the line. So first of all, you're waiting for hours, and then you get something that was pretty much rushed because they have to fulfill even more orders after you. So it's not gonna be good. So like, I don't know. Like there's this like I understand gatekeeping restaurants. I hate gatekeepers as a underground musician, as a underground creator. I hate gatekeepers. Don't gatekeep them. You know what I mean? But when it comes to food, I understand to gatekeep because if it becomes viral, it's just gonna go to shit.
Across America, from $70 pizzas to Wagyu Philly cheesesteak and even shawarma that makes lines like it's Disneyland. Are these people showing us the best food on earth, or is this just fake content made for clicks? And it all starts in New York City.
In New York.
$68 sausage
Come
pizza.
come
Coming
pizza.
From the new pizza shop Ceres, which is run by Michelin-starred chefs. But are there
Michelin
charge
Michelin
this
this,
much
Michelin
for
that. I want to get Michelin tires. Does Michelin even mean anything?
pizza with andouille sausage, burrata, and aged balsamic? Given the price, we better hope this gets at least an A tier. Of course, I couldn't do this without bringing back pizza expert Scott Wiener. It's very creamy smelling. That's a banger. I love this because you get this under.
Bro, I would love to try New York pizza. Like near my college, there was a spot that said like New York pizza thingy, but it had bad reviews. It said it didn't taste like it, and it was just like shitty pizza. I was so disappointed because apparently like you have to have like I saw a video on this. Was it Food Theory that made a video on this? It's the water, the New York sewage rat water that makes the pizza taste good. So like authentic New York restaurants get the water from New York. Well, sorry, like the ones that are doing New York pizza outside of New York, they get the water from there. And then I guess it's authentic. I don't know. I'm not a water expert.
Current of heat the whole time. Super light, airy, crisp, quick bite.
Also, by the way, I'm sorry if I keep stopping a lot, but that's the whole point of what I'm doing. Like, if I just sit there, like just like this, watching content, then it's not transformative. Like, it's not content.
Just easy to eat. It's salty, it's sweet, it's acidic, it's meaty, it's smoky, it's cheesy, it's creamy. So many things. My first thought is this better than industry? I think
It just doesn't. It looks like glue, bro. It looks like you just splattered glue on top of it. It doesn't look like cheese.
It's cheesy, it's creamy, so many things.
I'm sure it's good though.
Is this better than Lindustry? I think they're in the same echelon of absolute perfection, like precision level excellence. So if you're thinking,
fuck, bro, I'm getting so hungry right now. Holy shit! Of course I get hungry. I'm always hungry. Once this stream is done, I'm gonna go ahead and munch on something. I don't know what I'm gonna munch on, but I'm gonna munch.
I don't want to go to Ceres because I'm worried about the line. Just come. So the final rating is S tier. Next up, the most viral pancakes in the world.
That looks good though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
New York City. I will say, visually, These
Oh.
look impressive. And they smell amazing. The lemon zest, smell the butter.
I love that this is like a new universe. I feel like I have never experienced this type of pancake before.
Do you know how they cook these? They basically cook it only.
I love fluffy pancake. Like if you can make like a good fluffy pancake, but like there's like this middle ground because you also want to have like a thing where like it's also a bit like crispy. You know what I mean? Like a bit darker. Yeah.
In one position, and then they finish it in an oven, and then they invert it. So there's only one
Nice.
side gets brown. I don't know. I wait an hour in line for this.
Citrus.
So I am like I've done this before, right? So we made pancakes the day before, and then like I heat them up in an oven, and it was still fluffy inside, and it was crispy outside. You should try that. It's actually really good.
Yes.
I'm such a fucking big bag, bro. I get it. Okay, I love food. All right.
Is the best.
I came in expecting to shit on this place. This is an example of emphasizing every single one of those elements that make a great pancake to the absolute max.
Fuck, bro. I'm
shocked.
nutting, bro.
Starting off with 2 S tiers
Sorry.
seems unnatural. So we have a new taster coming into the fold, and it is my buddy Salt Tank. In fact, he has a restaurant of his own that's gone viral for a French dip. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't want to boost your ego
Dude.
too much. You've had
The whole reason why I want to be famous and viral is so I can be invited by these kind of YouTubers. Like the minute I get a viral clip, I'm gonna hit up every food YouTuber, just so they could take me around places, bro.
it boosted enough over the last couple of years. It's seasoned perfectly. The texture's fucking beautiful, soft and creamy on the inside. It's not 1 ounce of dryness in this sandwich. It's a beautiful sandwich, really. If you haven't been into Salt Hank's, you need to go. Salt Hank is a friend, obviously, so he is disqualified.
Big back. Aye, bro. You and I, we're the same. You're just taller. We're in the same boat, gang. We're in the same boat.
The competition should consider themselves fucking lucky that Henry's not in this. Now, on to the next. We have Bradley Cooper. Yes, the famous actor who's opened a sandwich spot called Danny and
Interesting.
Coops. And as you can imagine, there were
Do
lines.
you guys love cheesesteaks? I've had cheesesteaks before. They just don't do it for me. I'm being honest. Like they just like usually things that have like a big bread, like Subway and shit like that, they just don't really do it for me. Fair enough, but I work in anything. What?
Around the block because he was there actually cooking. It's a collab with Philly's
What?
Angelo's Pizzeria, which is the cheesesteak that won our best sandwich in America. Can they sustain the quality here?
It's creamy, it's juicy, it's loosey, it's goosey. Cheers.
That's just a vehicle for white American cheese.
It's so good. This is my favorite Philly cheesesteak I've ever had by a million.
It does
light
look good
The
though.
bread is beautiful. You can taste the toasted sesame, which I love. I think it's the best Philly cheesesteak so far because there's another viral cheesesteak.
Oh, content creator teasing something in the future. What?
We've got East Coast versus West Coast now, but we'll get to that later in the video.
Some restaurants are lacking on the cheese, and they do not fucking skimp whatsoever.
Are you also noticing the pepperiness? Like, there's a lot of black pepper in there.
Yeah.
The onion comes through. The beef comes through.
It's seasoned perfectly.
This is
Bro,
better.
I feel like sometimes they be talking out their ass. They talking about some, it's peppery, it's tender, it's this. It's just like, whenever I taste something, I'm just like, it's good or it's bad. Right? Like, I don't know, fam.
Most of the Philly cheesesteaks in fucking Philly. Is it worth it though? You've got an expensive sandwich. This is probably the most viral Philly cheesesteak known to mankind. Is it worth
Construction, door assembly, plumber, and etc. Okay, Mexican.
the hype? I'd say yes.
I say yes, absolutely, 1,000%, yeah.
Although I'd say it's worth it, the original Angelo.
All right, Mexican, you have a Corona waiting in your beer. I fucked it up. I fucked it. You have a Corona waiting in your fridge.
Was better. And if the original Angelo's is an S tier, that puts Danny and Coops at a solid A tier. Now we move on.
By the
to
way, I'm
Austin,
Mexican too,
Texas.
by the way.
But what does Texas go
Austin,
viral?
Texas.
Meat. Franklin Barbecue
Meat.
is the OG of restaurant.
Bro, I
Even
fucking
before
love
Instagram
brisket.
Or TikTok, people were lining
I hate
up at
you
4
because
in the
it's
morning
true.
just to try his brisket. And after all these years, is Franklin still the king? And joining me today is our longtime taster Vikram to give us the palate of the people.
Don't even need a knife. Just use a plastic
Oh, man.
fork. That's how good it is.
It reminds you of that guy that tried barbecue for the first time, and he was like, "Damn." Bro's voice dropped like by 18 octaves, when he said, "Damn."
Wow. That's insane. What I'm really loving is, number one, how tender it is. The salt on the crust is addicting.
Brisket is very easy to mess up because really it's just 3
True,
things.
yeah.
Brisket, salt, and you have pepper.
Dude, we have so I'm gonna tell you a really sad story. Hold on. You ready? So we decided to splurge a little bit and we bought a raw brisket. Now, unfortunately, we do not have a smoker because we're not white. So we do not have a smoker. So the next best course of action was to put it in a crock pot. We put it in the crock pot and it tasted pretty much like a chuck. It tasted like chuck beef, which if you don't know, chuck beef is quite cheap compared to a brisket. The brisket that we got was like I think 6. So we wasted a good brisket, a decent brisket, for it to taste like a fucking crock pot. So I'm gonna just be honest, don't ever cook a brisket if you do not have a smoker. We learned this the hard way, and it was okay, it was decent, but man did it hurt, because we spent a good amount of money for that fucking brisket. We could have just gotten a chuck and it would have been the same thing.
Everything else is technique and hours and hours of smoking and waiting on it and checking it and flipping it and all these things. It's perfectly executed. Seasoned to the limit with salt. The smoke levels are amazing.
I've had barbecue all over Texas. This is always ranking consistently towards the top.
Yeah, no surprises.
Moving on. Next up,
If done well,
pizza.
it's generally
Went
great.
viral for having pizza supposedly as good as New York City, but
Ooh.
in Texas. And their current hit is a giant
Bro.
dill pickle pizza. Oh boy.
Hell no,
This
bro.
is just insane.
This is a monster.
No way, bro. You got a whole fucking pizza of that? Bro, you should just gotten one slice or two. I hope nobody's gonna finish that. Alright, I'm not. Alright, bro. See you later. Now the chat's dead. Oh my god. Either way, once this video is done, I'm done as well.
I with that.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Oh my god.
I think what's really doing it is these breadcrumbs on top. It had such a good texture, and it works so
You did
well
not just say good, bro. You did not just say I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. And Minecraft.
with the crust that's there.
Crazy.
No, that's in the
textural
pizza. Oh, alright, yeah. Facts.
experience because you got the bottom of the crust on these pizzas is like traditional brick oven style where it's crispy on the bottom, but it's also crispy.
Bro,
on the
I don't.
top. And then you
Bro.
get-
Yeah, I'd be nutting over that. Like, it's better when it goes to the fucking oven. Like, I worked at CC's Pizza before. It's better that way. Because whenever you cook a pizza the traditional way, some parts get overcooked, some parts get too dark. Maybe it can be done right, but personally, I prefer when it's cooked evenly. I don't know. That's a me thing. I don't know. Like, I get it's more authentic. It has the flavor of, like, it has a bit of the flavor of whatever's being cooked, like the bark or whatever. But it's just like it's just unevenly cooked, and I don't like it.
get the crunch of the
Maybe I
pickle.
just had
This
bad
is, like, the
experiences.
most explosive
But I don't know.
pizza bite I can think of, and yet it's actually not overwhelming. Like, I feel good after eating that.
Yeah.
I think pizza purists will have something to say about this. I'm very much more on the line of like, is it good?
I mean, I'm not a
Does
pizza
it really
purist, but I am
require
fat.
great pizza? And I
Do I-
think
do
yes,
I
it actually
qualify?
does. Despite our high praise, if I were to compare this to the best pizzas I've had, I would have to say this is a strong A tier. Not punching quite as high,
No
but
fucking
still
way
very
you put a fucking pickled pizza in A tier. Oh god, this guy. The only reason why he gets away with this is because he recently made a video glazing Mexican food, which I would watch it here, but I already watched it, so it kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah, he tried a lot of Mexican, even food that I have never tried before or never even heard about. As the Mexican myself, why am I dark again? Why do I keep getting dark? Holy shit! Hold on, can I do this? Why am I so dark?
respectable, and we move on. We're at Phoenicia
Why is my ISO at 400? What the fuck is going on? All right, whatever.
Bakery. This is a bakery. It is a grocery store. It is also a deli. It is
Oh yeah, that's how you know it's gonna be good.
also a place that serves chicken shawarma. It's viral because of my friend David Douglas. One of his biggest videos of all time was about this.
Hold on, bro. Mimic, I gotta put you on. Remind me later. I gotta put you on some pupusas, bro. There's this spot that sells pupusas. It's like a store. Like it's like a tiny store, right? Mixed with the pupuseria, right? And not only is the entire building tiny, but it's two buildings in one, which is the store and the pupuseria. So like it's a really reduced spot, but it's so fucking good, dude. I gotta put you on. Deadass, next time you pull up, probably not this week because we just had it. But whenever you pull up, I got you, bro.
chicken shawarma. We're trying it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I gotta say, this is actually something that I order all the time on Uber Eats. It's one of those like simple things where it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's healthy chicken filled with fresh vegetables, freshly made in-house hummus.
I have never had shawarma because I have not found a single spot that sells it, and the only one that I found in like that's in downtown Dallas. That's what I'm not gatekeeping it. I'll whenever you pull up, I can drive you there. You know what I mean? I can give you the address and you can go try it yourself if you want. But then you're gonna have to convince someone to take you. I'll tell you. I'll just send you send you the thing right now. I think this is. Oh wait, hold on. I'm leaking, bro. I'm leaking. Was there anything there? Okay, no. Holy shit, I forgot. Let me switch to like my server real quick. Yeah, there we go. Nuke the VOD. I mean, it was nothing. It was just like the fact that we recorded Minecraft video today. That's really it. Bro, I'm actually so stupid.
It's good. It's like not like
I need to have Discord in a separate spot.
Your mind, knock your socks off. It's just like a place where you can get a healthy meal and it tastes good.
Among chicken shawarmas I've had, it's not really anywhere near the top. It's
But yeah, I haven't had
tasty, and I think
shawarma because like any spot nearby, well the only one that is nearby, like has really bad reviews. So I've never had one. I would love to. I might even just like look up a recipe and then do it myself and then let you guys know. Guys, should I do cooking videos? I would love to make cooking videos. Like I thought about making content. You have 2 monitors. I know, I just haven't moved it. I've been thinking of making content where I learn how to cook, like alongside the audience. Like we do random recipes and I learn how to do it alongside you guys. And also, I learn how to like be a mechanic because I actually don't know shit about cars like that. Like I've from owning a car now, I've learned a decent amount of stuff, but I still don't know anything. So I was thinking I could do content for both of those. But for the other one, for the mechanic one, I would have to get some type of audience, and I would have to buy a project car. Yeah, I'd probably do that. I'd probably get like a project car, like if I can afford it, probably like I don't know, like an older Mustang or some shit. And then just kind of fix it myself. That'd be hard, bro. If I stream myself doing that, but not like probably like do what I'm doing now, and then do an hour of that, maybe an hour and a half of that. And then go to regular streaming. So it's gonna be kind of hard to transition between that, because obviously right now I don't have anything to do to like transition streams from like different cameras and stuff. So that's like that's like far in the future type of thing.
Sauce is really carrying it, and it needs
And also like my audience could probably not be into that, right?
it because the chicken is pretty dry.
Well, the audience that I end up getting, because it's not like you know what I mean, like.
I think I'd line up out the door or make a drive into this specific spot to get this specific thing.
This is like, I need a quick lunch that like I can eat and not hate. It's not necessarily like a knock your socks off. What do you think? C, B?
I think the cooking one is probably a good idea though. I like to do that, like learn how to cook on stream, and I think it's cool. I think that's a fun content because I'm learning. You know, people that know more than me can like bash me in the live. I think that'd be fun. What? The hell? Hold on, type something? Say something? Running McNutt method for the stream title. Oh yeah. That's a crazy video. That's an old gem. I probably wouldn't call it an old gem. Dude, what? Bro, what? There we go. Bro, the fucking thing wasn't like appearing like y'all's messages was appearing on like the stream itself, like down here, but not on my chat box. So it was hard to see. Get this guy to 100 followers, bro. I forgot the title that I had. Sorry about that.
Honestly, I'm probably thinking C. I think this is like mid.
Yeah, normally it's like a B or an A for me. This is definitely a C. I'll come to
Damn.
your grocery shop.
No, bro, you
yeah,
rated a
normally it's like
shawarma. I mean,
B
I've never
or an A
had
for
one,
me. This is
but you
definitely
you rated the fucking a shawarma a C with a pickled pizza an A. We've genuinely lost the plot.
C. I'll come to you to grocery shop. That I will do. Very good grocery store. Highly recommend. Moving on.
Now we move on to a Michelin-starred barbecue place.
Michelin.
Interstellar, for their
Who are you to judge, bro? A fat ass dude that loves to eat. That's who I am. I mean, everybody has their own taste, and yeah, it is what it is.
peach tea glazed pork belly.
What did I just hear? Peach tea glaze, pork belly. I'm open to it. I'm open to it.
It's a lot.
Sort of like a visual ridiculous.
Never mind, bro. You're right. Exactly, bro. I'm a professional. I'm a professional eater.
Because you literally get this giant platter of.
You see, I do like pork belly. Like I was talking about pupusas, which is like a Salvadorian thing. They have like pork belly in it, and it's actually good. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm open to it. But peach tea though, like, do they make like a peach tea and like drop it on it, or is it just like a gimmick name?
Basically a whole pork belly chopped up.
I can't look at this and question if it's gonna be good or not. It looks fantastic.
I'm just gonna go in. Whoa, that is bonkers. That's like eating candy.
It's kind of like the whole honey pepper, but yeah, sweet and savory. I mean, they seem to like it.
Let's hear it.
This is an interesting profile to me. I think what I'm used to with pork belly is like Asian pork belly. And this is just really sweet. It works for a barbecue. You get a good candied glaze. I don't know if I would line up and grab this. I think this is a cool side to have. Curious to see what you think.
I love it. What this reminds me of is like a Texas version of red cooked pork. This is expertly
Interesting.
prepared, but it's also gonna be a make or break for a lot of people. Because if you don't want like explosive, fatty, salty, literally smashing you in the face, you're not gonna like this. So I think like it really depends.
But that's just part of the pork belly. Wouldn't the peach make it sweet to balance it?
The
I don't
person, do I think it's worth waiting in line for? I don't know. Like, I feel like this is in between a B and an A.
Yeah,
I think for you
exactly.
it's a B.
Yeah, I think it's still very, very good.
It could either go B, it could either go A. It really depends on who you ask.
W
That said,
In the
YouTuber.
pantheon of great barbecue, this is a B tier for me.
He's a chef, by the way. Is he? I don't know. He's a cook. Peach tea does nothing on the ship, bro. Yeah, I think it's just like a gimmick, bro. They just use like whatever peach tea they have left at the end of the day, and they just destroy it on like pork belly.
Personally. But now we move on to a true
Oh hell no! Is it a donut?
viral legend, the giant donut at Round Rock Donut.
Bro, look, I'm fat, but not this fat. What the fuck is that? Dude, anytime I have, like, when I like donuts on paper, like, anytime that I'm like, I want a donut, right? I will have, like, a glazed donut and, like, some, like, the donut holes. After that, my stomach hurts. Who's gonna eat this?
They've been around for 100 years, so they must be legit, right?
We pulled up and there's already a line.
Gonna be a line to the bathroom after eating this.
I like the powdered donuts. Where it's at. Those are good, too.
This
W
already
pick.
looks like I'm halfway there just visually.
I would do this? Bro, no way. You would not do this, bro. Like, you would get 4 bites in and sweet. You would not do this. Like, again, donuts look good until you have them. Like once you have the donuts, they start tasting like just plain sugar, and then your stomach hurts afterwards. It ain't worth it.
Donut. I mean, how good is it really? Is this really worth standing in line for 30 minutes to an hour just to like get a pre-diabetic coma?
An hour?
I'm gonna go for the chocolate
For this
one first,
shit?
even though it looks a bit like a poopy butthole.
Oh, it does look like.
Fire here. You know, swap. Chocolate one is better.
Chocolate one is better.
Yeah. The problem with the glazed one is
It's just like a gimmick. Like, I feel like this is for like a family of like 8. Like, if you're having a long ass road trip with like a lot of people, like maybe you could share it. But like for one person, I don't know.
so much dough. There's not enough glaze to dough ratio. Overall, great donut. Like honestly, no notes really. How much better is it than like any of the other good donut shops, like the local ones that just say dough?
Large family of 1 is what they expect, bro. Yeah.
Try a sign, right? Like how much better is this comparatively?
I'll just need a gallon of milk and I'll eat that shit. Bro, I just don't think you'll like it. Like I personally think I would have 2 bites. And again, this is coming from a fat ass dude. I will only have 2 bites and that's it. I don't know, but I don't have a sweet tooth either. Like I like savory shit. I'm not into like I'm into salty type shit. Not really into sweet stuff.
I don't think I'd wait an hour for this if this line was down the road. Luckily, this didn't take too long.
If you want Round Rock donuts, like you're not gonna get a bad donut. It's not gonna be
Oh, okay, you
anything
don't understand I have a
different than any
sweet
other
tooth.
good donut you've ever had if you've ever had one, right?
True.
Like, I'd be willing to give it a A tier, maybe.
I think it's more B. I'm like, would I take my friends and family here and be like, guys, we gotta go line up? Not really.
Yeah.
Also, like waiting a whole hour for this, it's just crazy, bruh. Like, just go to some random like donut shop, get something for each of you. How much is too much sweet? So, apparently, I don't know. A whole donut, I guess, is not enough.
You'll be okay. B tier.
Next up, another Michelin-starred barbecue spot, but we're not here for
I have to
brisket.
balance the
We're here
spicy
for
meat with
supposedly one
sweet
of the
shit.
best burgers in all of America.
All right, Sigma.
But is it really as good as people say? I mean, it's just a burger.
That is unbelievable.
Whoa.
I don't think anything could have prepared me for what that tastes like. It's so juicy, but you still get the crunch.
The thing about this, so like I recently had like for my birthday, I think it was last year, I had like a burger. It's called Skyrocket Burger, and it's like it's really good, but the more you eat it, the less you like it. Like the first bite is genuinely heavenly, but because it's too rich in the flavor, it gets old fast. Have you ever had like a big burger? Like when you get like halfway through it, it just gets boring. Like you just wanna finish it, or just you don't even finish it. That I had to, motherfucker. You tasted my grandma's salsa. True. I tried that and, whew, I thought I was Mexican until I tried that. Realized that there's levels to this shit.
Crunch of the bun a little bit.
People have always told me, oh, but you gotta try the burger. You gotta try the burger.
Like I think a good burger is balanced all the way through. Like it may not be heavenly on the first bite, but like it's actually consistent throughout. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I know this shit. I know my burgers.
Me off when people do that because I'm like, it's a burger. I'm sure it's great. I just don't need to. And I'm realizing that I was a buffoon. This isn't just a burger. The beef in this is actually
bigger than a
just
burger.
Really high fat, and because it's
the
been cured
burger.
in salt, but more specifically smoked for so long, created a pink cure on the inside of the burger, which in turn
It isn't just a burger.
almost pastrami-like flavor. It's unbelievable. It's so
Past that
tender,
now,
it's
bro.
so juicy and fatty and perfect, and I don't know. It has me questioning.
Bro's
if
doing
this is
tricks
the
in that
best
burger.
in America.
He might
don't
jelly
think you get a
fuck
more
this burger.
flavorful burger. You'd be hard pressed to find one.
This is an easy for me S tier. I would line up for this one.
No question.
If
I
you open
tell
it, you see
all my
mayonnaise.
family
It
and
may not be
extended family to
mayonnaise.
Come down as soon as they can.
So S tier, we move on.
We're cannot be that good
There's not a
exactly.
single place
What
in
is this?
Texas that has traditional barbacoa.
Oh, yeah.
That was until I saw Tacos
I like
Alfredo
bar-
going viral.
my
This
dad
is a
likes
father and
barbacoa.
son duo making
I'm not that much
hyper-traditional
into it.
barbacoa in giant pits, using up to 8 to 10 lambs per pit, seasoning them simply, wrapping them in maguey leaves, cooking them for tens
okay.
of hours. So it sounds like they're doing it the right way. But let's see if these lines are really worth it.
The taco assembled. I'm just gonna go bare bones. Nothing but consomme, a little bit of
Why
garbanzo.
is Mimic calling me? Yo, what up, bro? Hello? In 5 days, your heart will begin to burn. You're going to die.
This was a while back.
What?
I tried calling you because your stream just went at some point.
Oh.
Probably just on my end, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave the call then. I have to continue entertaining the billions of people watching me right now.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya, bro. Just call me Big Back? Mods, slime him. What do you say? Bro, were they juicing the grease into a cup?
Garbanzo bean, no salsa, straight up.
No, I think that's like that's just like the juices. It's the same thing with birria. If you ever do birria tacos, whatever you cook the birria tacos in, it's like you can dip it in there. It's called consume. Fuck.
Cheers, Josh.
4.4
Garbanzo beans are insane. I mean, it's like ridiculously tender, extremely juicy. Should I go all in on the?
I want to have some of that too. I want to do some spicy stuff. Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is with their spicy salsa matcha. Holy shit.
So stupid, bro. Oh my god. 4 plus 1 billion equals 4 billion, I think.
That is so fucking good. Austin is known to have great tacos, but I don't think Austin's taco scene is that good. This one place is a huge exception to that. Whether you like lamb or not is irrelevant. Anybody could come here and enjoy and love
Yeah, I'm not
this
really
taco.
big into lamb.
It's not gamey. It's beautifully fatty. Melts in your mouth. It's seasoned nicely.
Surprised to be part of the 1 billion people that are watching this stream. Facts.
I don't know any insane pit setups putting out a taco like this. And this video is all about
Have like high levels of aura to see the chat.
viral. What is so good that I'm willing to sit in line and wait for a bite of something, right? There are very few things. I fucking hate waiting.
Like Mimic can't see it, but like Blocktality can see it. Like right, you just see like the chat going crazy right now. What you do?
I'm waiting here. This is one of the top tacos in Austin. So where does that place sit on the list? I feel like out of everything I've seen, we've got somebody here that's been making barbacoa for 45 years. If there's a weekend available to you and you want an unrivaled taco,
Yeah, I'm about to ban this
more
guy.
Importantly, you're gonna be coming to an S tier. So we move on.
So we're 2 cities down. I'm gonna be honest. So far, these viral places have been living up to the hype. So we're turning up the heat and heading to the city that's built on virality.
Don't tempt me,
Los
Kami.
Angeles, California.
Don't ban
To
him.
make this test right, we're putting one of LA's top food reviewers in the hot seat. How Kev Eats. He says,
Bro, I can never get like, I never understand these kind of shots. Like whenever they shoot somebody like front, like they be talking about some, or they be doing like the slow motion.
for reviews.
I don't take any money for reviews.
And he's very confident that his palate lives up to the hype. So we're specifically testing his viral recommendations. I'm gonna give the final verdict straight to his face. Is this where the internet's food critics
Are farming, bro.
exposed? And
Exactly.
this one's gonna be big. Cheese
They just be going like this, and like they be having like their name at the bottom. It says like 4-time jerk make champion or something like that.
bagel showdowns, $80 fish sandwiches.
Ah,
We're
nah,
starting
hell
with
nah,
Michelin
bro.
Bib Gourmand Via's Tacos. Supposedly, Bad Bunny loves this place. And when he put it in
Oh,
his
really?
Super Bowl performance overnight, this place was a hit. So we have their signature tacos with a crispy cheese skirt. Now, Kev was a pretty big fan of this place when he tried it.
There's like people in the world that like actually willingly go to McDonald's and get like the fish sandwich. They need to be studied.
The texture of the cheese and the beautifully.
I'm hungry now, bro. Me too, bro. Like as soon as I get out of the stream, I'm gonna eat.
Let's give this a
I am part of that majority.
It's a little dry.
Majority.
One more rib with salsa, and then we'll move on to the next.
Much better.
So the salsa's actually seasoned really nice, but this I felt was a little under seasoned.
It's funny, the last time it was too.
Of course, you're watching a video about food, bro. No way you join when I'm watching a video about food. You had all day to join about something else. I watched up like first of all, people found out my name, my old artist name. You know what I mean? So that happened, and then I watched the Key and Peele situation is crazy, and then drivers that really piss me off. And you join when I'm watching a food video? Yo, what is this, son? I forgot.
There's enough lime.
Let's do the asada next.
I just got back from other shit. Say wallahi, bro.
Is my favorite thing here because it's really spicy.
Kitty, no, hey, kitty.
Can
Oh,
you just
hold on.
admire the crispy cheese on this?
Kitty,
It's like a potato chip.
Wait.
These are good.
Because I have my candle on. Let me turn it off. Kitty, you can't be on my desk because I have my candles on, bruh. Got my candles on, bruh. Can you guys see her? Kitty. Yow, cat. Also, how did they find out? Yeah, it's his fault. He pretty much leaked. So tomorrow, me and Kane are gonna go to Mimic's house, and we're going to sacrifice him live on camera. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. All right. Whoa, kitty, no, please.
Nice. It's got good elasticity. It's got good chew. The fillings, on the other hand, I feel like are bland.
Is the best part.
I think the cheese skirt is executed.
Yo, stream that right now. Wait, I'm not even showing the stream.
Quite literally.
Yeah, facts.
It's so crisp. It's not burnt. It's got that deep salty.
Nah, I know you were
flavor. The
geeking.
salsa
I
is
was,
some-
bro. I had to do a whole like PSA about it. I don't feel like doing it again. Just rewind the VOD where I talk about it.
Now, while the texture's all there, I did feel that the flavor.
We might genuinely be sacrificing Mimic, like genuinely. like we're actually going to do it because he said genuinely twice. Like it's going to happen. Like we're genuinely going to do it.
was a little bit muted overall. It's just
I'm
not enough
saying.
salt, not enough depth of flavor, and these tacos look like they should punch you right in the mouth.
I mean this with a lot of love. I do think that they are a B. We move on. We're at
Like
Matzo
100%
Cheesesteak. They
genuinely,
serve
no,
one
bro,
thing
like-
and one thing only: a cheesesteak, but not
Genuinely.
turned up cheesesteak you can get. This is a 100%.
I already said this earlier. I feel like cheesesteaks are just so mid. Like, it's just bread with like meat. Bump down TP 6-7% genuinely. Facts. You know what? Fuck you, I'm banning them. What?
Grass-fed
No,
New
please.
Zealand Wagyu beef. And
Oh.
it's the beef trimmings of one of the finest steakhouses that there is. So you have really high quality beef. You got Cooper sharp cheese.
Wait, this video makes me wonder. Mods, kill this, man.
Grilled onions, a long hot pepper from the East Coast. It's on a beautiful fresh baked seeded roll. It's glistening in the sun. It looks good. Couldn't
Bro, actually
be our first
deleted, Mimic deleted the message.
The East Coast versus
I didn't even know
West
you could
Coast
do that.
competition we were talking about. Will Matu live up to
Only
the hype,
valid reaction to
and
his
can
video,
they
bro.
beat
Yeah,
the
facts.
Hoops?
Don't ask me to
Evidence
stand
set
up.
our bar high. Holy
My eyes are watering. It might be because it's really fucking good, or also because it was really hot and it burned.
Try to silence my truth.
This is probably the best I've had it.
I have no
Oh
notes.
god,
The
they're
bread is
gonna have a
fucking
revolution in my
phenomenal. It's got
chat.
the perfect amount of chew. It still has that softness that gives away. It almost puffs air into your mouth as you bite.
Oh,
down
that's
into
right,
it.
'cause
The
Kane is not a
cheese
mod, he's a
beautifully
VIP.
Salty. Despite all the cheese and just fattiness going on in here, the flavor of the beef shines through everything. I mean, it explodes with rich, roasty beef flavor. But overall, it's just the balance and the intensity of flavor. But number one, most important thing, the one thing I always complain about. What about the salt level, Josh? And I gotta say, the salt level is perfect. It is right at the line of where it needs to be. For me personally, I think this is better than the Danny and Coops by far. I would come here before
They're not
Danny
Mod
and Coops
Kane.
100 times over. But Danny and Coops is good, just not this good. This is an
I could.
Next, we have the cheese store of the rich and
He was a
famous.
mod, but I changed him to a VIP because it looks better in my chat. Like if I have different badges.
Or Beverly Hills, if you want to call it that.
Big ass like Parmesan wheels, like they cost like $2K or $3K to get the whole fucking wheel. Like I would, bro, dead ass. I would do things to get that.
This has gone viral for giving so many free samples, you might not have space for their sandwiches.
You come here, they've got cheese everywhere. They've got jams,
What kind of cheese
jellies,
are you
every
getting?
cracker known to mankind.
What do you
We have
mean?
fucking
The
prosciutto
Parmesan, bro.
everything. It's the most
Hold on, Parmesano Reggiano. He's putting Parmesan cheese. This one right here, bro. I want to get this. Don't worry about this, bro. I meant to type it like that. Like these. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Alright. Bro, I would love to get that.
chaotically beautiful shop I could possibly think of. So we're gonna try some cheeses, and then we'll see what's next. Oh, that makes my toes curl.
Someone deleted mother message. What was it? I ready to be there, please, bro. Oh, okay. Can I do it? This one let me. They make delete the skill issue.
That tastes like brown butter almost. Yeah. But I also like the little protein crystal pops in there, the crunchiness. That's nice. Love that. Okay, bang.
Dude, I love to do cheese tasting. You know how people do wine tasting? Like I'm not a 40-year-old mom yet, which I'm going to be soon. Maybe. So for now I want to do some cheese tasting. I think that's adequate for my age.
Next up, fresh Alpine cheese.
Wow. Yeah. Holy shit. That's insane.
And to finish this off, he gave us an 18-month-old Gruyere.
Yeah. It like melts. You chew and there's like
Your
a
misspelling
soft
will
bite
be
to it,
here.
And then all of a sudden it just melts.
Evil
like
mimic.
ice cream on your tongue. It goes from solid to like cream sauce immediately in your mouth. Unbelievable.
So at the end of the day, this is a cheese store, but they said that their sandwiches will win them the gold. Is that true? Pretty ballsy for a cheese store to be putting out a hot sandwich.
Le roti.
Yeah, that's my favorite sandwich here.
Oh my god. That is
But why is Mimic power
I gotta give
tripping
that
in
one
my
a clap.
chat?
This is totally different than Matsu. It's not the same at all. But it has that same like boom,
effect where you ate it and you're like being electrocuted by so many beautiful flavors. What I love is this like spicy like tartness from the Dijon mustard that's like perfuming your nostrils and your mouth. The onion is just so lightly present. It's not in your face, but that rich beefiness, it's creamy. Whatever cheese they're using,
It actually does look good though.
Unfucking believable. A little funky and cheesy.
You see, this is what I like. Let me show you. Hold on.
Whatever cheese they're using is
Here they get it right. They're using like really small bread. Because you have spots where they have like this big ass loaf of bread that when you take a bite, all you get is bread taste. That's all you get. You get bread and maybe meat. Like here, the bread is subtle. That's good. I fucks with that. Like it's really cheesy. Like that looks good. I want to have that.
Believable. A little funky and cheesy and creamy.
Goddamn,
like
I'm hungry.
Sauce. Top 20 sandwiches I've ever had. I think this is amazing. This is an S tier.
Bro, look at how many S tiers he has. That's crazy. Food is just that good.
For me. Wow, we're doing good here, guys. On to the next. We've made it to the most viral sandwich shop
Big Back.
in the
All right, bro.
world. Period. End of story. No contest.
Al Antico Vinayo. God, that's a mouthful, huh? And we're having the most popular sandwich here.
That looks like shit. That looks mid as fuck. That's gonna be the most middest sandwich ever. This is a sandwich that you get from your wife when she doesn't like you anymore. She's probably doing like the neighbor and the mailman at the same time, but still like just trying to keep the marriage. You know what I mean? So she just like throws whatever lunch she can. This is what you get. And I swear, if this guy glazes it, I'm gonna find him in Minecraft.
La Paradiso. I'm not convinced this sandwich is that great. Is this all just hype?
Bro, doing a fun fact.
He was actually not impressed.
This was actually my favorite one when I had it in Florence, but it's the least favorite one I had today.
Let's just go in. Cheers.
Cheers. Very sweet.
What are you getting sweet?
Oh no.
Oh, the pistachio. Why is this not
Pistachio?
popping off for me right now?
Texture of the bread is actually fantastic.
The bread looks good though.
The bread's amazing.
Yeah, the bread looks good.
Is like it's good, but it's not like blowing me away. Like
I just don't ever see. I just can't see where ham could really be anything crazy. I don't know. Or like there's another thing that looks like ham. I forget what it's called. Even that, like I just can't. I don't know.
I feel like it's 80%.
It will always just
bread.
be mid.
I keep eating it like expecting more.
Yeah, like you're trying to like find what it's missing, and it's just keep missing.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So much about this sandwich is really fun and exciting. The bread is amazing. The mortadella is great. But like the best sandwich that has lines like for multiple hours on end globally.
I feel like this one in Italy, when like the
Ham
ingredients
sandwich.
are at the
Don't get me wrong. I actually do fuck with sandwiches though. When I was young, I would like have like sandwiches. They go so fucking tough. But then, like, now I have, like, the fucking shitty grain bread. Which is fair, because, like, obviously we don't want to be eating too much, even though I'm still fat. So, yeah, we don't have the good bread anymore. But whenever I have the good bread, holy shit, is it actually, like... It reminds me of this one time I went on a diet. Just a little side tangent. I went on a diet, and I was drinking almond milk. Now, I did get used to it eventually, but at first it was horrible. Like, I don't fuck with almond milk. You know what I mean? I think I went like a whole 2 months without drinking any like regular milk, and then I had a friend over, and I was like, "Mom, can I have?" I was like younger. I was like, "Mom, can I have a cereal with a regular milk?" She was like, "Sure." That was the best cereal I've ever fucking had. That milk tasted great. Like it was a keto diet, so you couldn't have bread, you couldn't have a lot of shit, bro. We replaced so many things, and look at me, I'm still fat, so it was all for naught. But that was like the most heavenly cereal ever. And I don't even like cereal. I'm not a big cereal eater. Yeah, might be a serial killer though.
This would be significantly better. This doesn't really like blow me away.
It's gonna be a B for me. Like I'm happy with this. I can make this at home, but it's not blowing me away. One of the most viral places in the entire video, and we've got a B.
Next
I'm gonna
up,
look as good. No.
Ray's, who somehow has made a Nashville hot chicken sandwich that's more famous than any that I've ever seen coming out of Nashville. These guys are viral Hall of Famers for lighting people's mouths on fire, while also being supposedly delicious.
The
Kev
texture
says
going off, bro.
medium is the perfect balance.
You
He
like
is beyond a
almond
stand.
milk? That's
This is
crazy.
the best sandwich you can possibly get.
I mean, I didn't like it at first. I got used to it, but it's regular milk is better. What's I doing? The Saikuno voice right there. Nashville.
Got their medium plus Nashville hot chicken sandwich, slaw, pickles, comeback sauce, on
Slaw?
a buttered bun. I'm not gonna.
Who likes it at all, bro? Oh, we were replying to Mimic. Okay, that's fair. I was gonna say, I used to think I didn't like coleslaw. Hold on, another side tangent. I used to think I didn't have coleslaw. So recently we got church chicken, and like, you know, my family they like coleslaw. I ain't fuck with coleslaw. You know what I mean? And for many years I thought I didn't like coleslaw. So I said fuck it, and I tried it. It's okay. It's not good. It's okay. I would have it. I would eat it. And I'm disappointed in myself because I was a coleslaw hater, D1 hater. And I tried it recently. I'm like, wow, I don't hate this.
Don't lie, this one looks good. Connoisseur, so we'll see where they land.
When white people have coleslaw at the function.
The bun is immaculate. The pickles are perfect. I love the sauce on this. What I appreciate is the flavor of the actual oil that they dip it in. It's not just straight cayenne. There's garlic in there. There's like fragrant chili flavor, almost like you would get in a chili oil.
Totally agree.
The more I get to the center of the sandwich, the more it becomes an S. The outside 20% is just like chicken and bread, but the inside, you get way more pickle, you get way more like crunch. Howlin' Ray's as a restaurant to me is an S tier, but this chicken sandwich right now is hitting at an A for me.
I know Kevin was pulling for the S, but I gotta
Fair.
set the record straight on this one. We've got 4 restaurants to go, and they're going to be some of the biggest viral taste tests
that looks
in
so good.
America. I know we're in
The
LA,
one before
but
this.
the first one is actually a bagel. A lot of people are claiming that this bagel is
Bagel?
better than any New York bagel.
This is still undoubtedly a top 3 bagel you can get in LA.
And I feel like I see a new video about them popping off every day.
We've got
Bagels can be good though.
The classic lox bagel, which is
Not
lox,
that.
tomato, capers, onion, pretty typical, little olive oil. But this other one is their honey butter, which I think is a
I'd
bit of a
try that
sleeper.
one.
So we'll try these both and see where they land.
Wow.
Did you hear the crunch?
That's insane.
Before I rate this, bagels are really important to me. My dad's from New York City. Every year when I was a kid, I would go to New York City, go and get a bagel with my dad. It's one of my favorite foods of all time. And out the gate, this is far superior to any bagel I've ever had in New York City. And everybody says you can only get the best bagels in New York. I don't think that's true anymore. I'm not even gonna talk about the toppings. The toppings are great and they're amazing, but the bagel itself, the outside, is the most crispy, crackly, little crunchy, almost like a cracker. The inside,
I just don't know if I
so
would like
succulently
that.
soft and moist, like the finest, like almost like sourdough.
I
but
don't
now
think
it's got
so.
That wetness to it.
Yeah.
And it's just beautifully aerated.
But
It's
who
not
knows?
dense.
The chew is immaculate on this one. Oh my god.
Honey butter. Cheers.
Kitty, you're walking in a very dangerous line right
It
now.
doesn't get better than this for me personally.
Don't move anything,
This is
please.
them flexing. Just honey, just butter, nothing else. They're really letting the product shine for what it is. It doesn't need a ton of toppings because the bagel is so damn good. I have nothing else to say. Immediate S tier, the best bagel. I've ever
Fire.
had. It's my favorite place. It's 100% worth waiting in line.
I wanna
for.
try that
Just
one.
If you're gonna do it, buy some extra so you have some take back home.
But it's just a lot of butter though, bro. Like, if I have that, like, that's my entire cholesterol intake for like a whole month.
Quite possibly the greatest chicken shawarma in all of America. Mia Mia Shawarma. They only open 2 days per week. Not only are their videos getting tons of views, but the line is possibly one of the biggest lines I've ever seen. I mean, even Kevin had trouble speaking after eating one.
What up, Dexter?
I'm just kidding. That's f***ing crazy. It's the best shawarma I've ever had in my entire life. It's so creamy.
Bro, Dexter, Mimic leaked. Now folks know my alias, bro. My previous alias, bro. Mimic leaked. We're cooked, chat. I'm ending this stream.
Not dry at all. The outside is so crispy. A little bit
I'm just
spicy,
playing.
a little
I
bit,
don't
yeah.
care.
We made a version of this on the second channel with the Mia Mia Shawarma guys. Really good. And honestly, the flavor of that did get close to this, but man, it being on the trompo makes such a big difference.
Ooh,
and also
trompo.
just all the product, everything in here. I mean,
Since we've had this before and we're friends with them, we're actually disqualifying them from the rating. But
Respect,
I did
though.
want to say that this is a place that I really would wait in the line. That tells you all you need to know. This next one is the most expensive
Nah,
viral
bro.
item.
You cannot fuck with this, dude. It's a fish sandwich. And is that caviar? You leaked our chat. Bruh, it was really just us filming a Minecraft video. Maybe touching tips. But anyways.
Video, and it's just one sandwich for $80.
$80!
From Daybird, topped with caviar. Now, despite the steep price, Kev says he was impressed.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
this is the best fish sandwich
You
ever.
wouldn't, bro. Hell, you would have to pay me $80 to eat a fucking fish sandwich, bruh. Hell nah.
Could swim in that tartar sauce naked.
Hold on, let
I
me.
just don't see a world where this lives up to the price. I just spent
Never, bro.
$170 on this, okay? We're here to put this to the test.
That
kinda
is
feel
crazy.
Caviar's getting to this stage where it feels a little overrated.
Let's.
This is definitely a marketing play, but I still think it's delicious. Because that is not just any ordinary tartar sauce, it's a yuzu tartar sauce. So it's gonna be sour, but it's absolutely delicious.
All right, I have a lot of thoughts. Let me address the caviar really quick. Completely unnecessary. It does nothing. Get this without the caviar. If you take away the caviar,
I seeing it. Caviar is just, bro. Who likes fucking fish balls, fish eggs, fish babies? I don't fuck with that.
it's a pretty good fried fish sandwich. But unfortunately, the fish was under seasoned. It just really didn't hit for me. You couldn't even taste the caviar.
Went back to
on this
bed.
thing. I think it's
All right, bye-bye.
C tier, and the stakes for Kevin and all these other food critics, influencers everywhere has never been higher than at our next spot. Now, this smash burger Kevin inadvertently made probably the most viral in the country. It is Easy Street Burgers, and Kevin gave it some major love.
Back at one of my favorite burger spots, if not my favorite.
Even Keith Lee went here and loved it.
This is the best burger I've ever had.
I want to start with the jalapeno monster because there's nothing you can hide with this. There's no bacon that's gonna cover.
Does
up
look
the
good though.
flavor
I
or
love to
lack
try
of
it.
seasoning. If there is lack of seasoning,
Of course I would.
I honestly don't even want to try it. I just want to see you try it.
Claiming that these are the best burgers they've ever had, I would expect honestly an S tier. So this may be the biggest test of the entire video. And there's already trouble on the first bite.
Oh no.
It is missing a bit on salt, if I'm being honest with you. What I will say, I almost don't care, because the texture is unbelievable. The crispness on the Maillard is almost like a cheese skirt level of crunch, and the inside is actually not too fatty, which I really appreciate. I do want to try the bacon one. Oh yeah.
This is really good.
It's kind of what I expected, right? Like, the bacon is leveraging the flavor quite a bit. Had they seasoned this perfectly, this would be the perfect burger. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's under seasoned, therefore it sucks, because it has everything else is dialed. Had they just added a touch more salt, this would be an S. But I'm gonna give my honest review. Usually, when I get a low salt, it usually doesn't break the B tier. It's never happened, actually, until today. This, I think, is worthy of an A tier. And if they're hitting it with the salt, it's easy S tier territory. Still remarkable burger. If there was a line, I'd stand in it. But that being said, we still have a question to answer. I am a little surprised about what I'm about to say. There was an astounding
okay, so he said like, well, this is gonna be like an ad. He said that it was like he was seemed that enthusiastic about it. So I don't know. He probably wouldn't stand in the line. I don't know. All right. We done 3 hours of just React Andy. Oh, sorry, Kitty. I didn't mean to do that. I'd probably like to stream an hour earlier, going forward if I can. I'll try and see how that goes. And I'll try to play games and React Andy. Didn't think it would take that long, but also I do like to stop the video and kind of give some thoughts or just say shit, because if I don't, then there's kind of no point to me making videos or me doing this. Yeah, but I really have to pee right now, so that's kind of why I'm rushing. But fun stream, fun comeback. You know, new chapter, I guess. Shit leaked. I'm just gonna upload the VOD. I'm gonna edit it. I'm actually gonna edit the VOD, but I'm gonna keep the whole section in. Like, I'm gonna do that. Just, you know, because I had a really cool intro, but you can't hear it because the music is muted. So I'm gonna edit the music in. But yeah, good first stream. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm really hungry now. I'm gonna go ahead and have dinner.